Chapter 1143. Rumble. A loud sound exploded on Qin Ye's body. Qin Fan had really attacked with a palm strike. The people of the Qin family all turned their backs. They couldn't bear to watch this scene. Qin Yi let out a miserable scream, as if it was his last struggle before death. Qin Wudao and Qin Mu quietly shed tears. They couldn't bear to see Qin Yi leave, but they also wished him well. Qin Yi had gone astray in this life, so they wished him to be a great hero in his next life. Qin Shitian and the other relatives of the Qin family had mixed feelings. They thought the Qin family would be reunited, but Qin Yi brought this upon himself and ended up like this. Qin Fan, ew. After a long silence, Qin Ye's incredulous voice rang out. The people of the Qin family jumped in fright as if they had seen a ghost. They quickly turned to look at Qin Yi. Qin Yi wasn't dead. He was staring at Qin Fan with a complicated expression. Qin Fan's expression was calm, and no one could tell what he was thinking. You are so sinful. How can I kill you so easily? I want to keep you alive to atone for your sins. Now that we're going to capture the Verdant sect in one fell swoop, you can give us command and deployment. Qin Fan's words dumbfounded everyone. They even wondered if there was something wrong with their ears. Not only did Qin Fan not kill Qin Yi, but he also gave Qin Yi a chance to atone for his sins. Qin Fan continued to trust him. This was a magnanimity that no one present could have. The most shocked person was Qin Yi himself. In fact, no one knew that Qin Yi was a ghost cultivator, and Qin Fan didn't tell them about it. Qin Fan's palm strike had actually crippled Qin Ye's cultivation, which was equivalent to helping Qin Yi return to normal. He was no longer a ghost cultivator. On the surface, Qin Fan was reprimanding Qin Yi with a cold face, but he had secretly helped Qin Yi several times. Qin Yi stared at Qin Fan with a complicated expression. He didn't know how to face this big brother of his. Big brother Qin Fan, fourth brother, is unfilial. I kowtow to you. After a long time, Qin Yi knelt in front of Qin Fan with a plop. Qin Fan didn't stop him, and neither did the relatives of the Qin family. Everyone watched Qin Yi kowtow again and again. Every kowtow was loud and clear, and he didn't stop even when his head was bleeding. Qin Yi had really changed. This was a fact that everyone could see. The knot in Qin Feng's heart that had been entangled for a long time was finally untied at this moment. He walked over and helped Qin Yi up. The fact that you're able to mend your ways is the greatest gratitude you can give me. A prodigal who repents is more valuable than gold. I believe that with you joining the Qin clan, it will become even better. Qin Feng looked sincerely into Qin Ye's eyes. Qin Ye's face was full of shame. Big brother Qin, let me kowtow to all the sisters-in-law one more time. I was possessed just now. It's really unforgivable. Qin Yi didn't need Qin Feng's permission. She immediately knelt in front of Haning Ing and the other women and kowtowed to each of them. The girls were originally angry and dissatisfied with Qin Yi, but when they saw the scene in front of them, their hearts softened. Qin Yi, I hope you could turn over a new leaf this time. Don't let Qin Feng down. Haning Ing spoke on behalf of all the women. Qin Yi stood and nodded vigorously. This time, he didn't say much. He was going to prove everything with his actions in the future. Grandpa, Dad, Qin Yi, am unfilial. I kowtow to you as well. Qin Yi kowtowed to each of the elders one by one. Finally, he kowtowed to Lu Jie and the people of Hero City as an apology. When he was done kowtowing, Qin Ye's forehead was almost deformed. Blood covered his entire face, and he felt dizzy when he stood up. Lu Jie helped Qin Yi back to his room to rest. When Qin Feng saw that Qin Yi was on the verge of fainting due to excessive blood loss, he informed Lu Jie. Qin Yi forced himself to stand up and waved his hand. Big brother Qin, I can't rest now. I need to help you with the plan to attack the Verdant sect. This time, the Verdant sect's headquarters has sent a large force to attack Hero City. If the Ghostface, Ing King, and I fail to attack the city today, the Verdant sect evil sovereign will continue to dispatch the other kings and disciples to support us. Time is of the essence. I need to discuss the plan to attack the Verdant sect with Big Brother. Qin Yi looked at Qin Feng with a determined gaze. Everyone was worried about Qin Ye's life when they saw him covered in blood. Qin Feng stepped forward and patted Qin Ye's shoulder. He said in a deep voice, "Good. You are indeed a member of the Qin family. Come with me to my villa." Qin Feng brought Qin Yi and the others to his villa. This villa was built with special materials that could withstand a magnitude 12 earthquake and typhoon. Even a verdant sex attack didn't destroy Qin Feng's villa. The villa's living room was huge. It didn't seem crowded, even if dozens of people crowded inside. On the way here, Qin Feng gave Qin Yi a qi fortifying pill. At this time, Qin Feng's blood and qi had recovered a lot, and his speech had also become stronger. Qin Yi didn't waste any time after entering the villa. He immediately took out a few maps and spread them on the coffee table. There was a map of China, a map of the United States, and even a map of many small cities in China. "Big Brother Qin, let me give you a detailed introduction of the verdant sect situation," Qin Yi said. "The verdant sect has 5 kings and 1 sovereign. Now that the Ghost-Face Evil King is missing and the Ghost-Face Evil King has been killed, there are only 3 kings and 1 sovereign left." Qin Yi still didn't know that the Ghost-Face Evil King was killed by Qin Feng in Devil City. Qin Feng interrupted him and said, "The Ghost-Face Evil King is dead. There's no need to think about his existence anymore." Qin Yi was shocked and looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. After all this time, the missing Ghost-Face Evil King was killed by Big Brother. Big Brother is indeed powerful. Now we have one less formidable enemy to attack the verdant sect. Now, the Ghost-Face Evil Sovereign is left to guard the verdant sect around the world. He has 3 capable subordinates, namely the Ghost-Face Strength King, the Ghost-Face Demon King, and the Ghost-Face Tao King. The 3 kings have similar strength, but they each have their own strengths. The Ghost-Face Strength King has extraordinary strength and is even more powerful than a Stage 10 external expert. The Demon King is a devil who entered the Tao and turned into an evil devil. When he goes crazy, he is very terrifying. As for the Tao King, he is good at casting spells and setting up formations. Although his personal strength is the weakest, he can play an important role as a leader in a big battle. Qin Yi was worthy of being the little Zhuge of Jincheng City. He had analyzed the main forces of the verdant sect in a few seconds, giving Qin Feng and the others a clear understanding of the mysterious verdant sect. What is the realm of the Ghost-Face Evil Sovereign? Qin Feng did not care about the remaining 3 kings. He was more concerned about the strength of the verdant sect leader, the Ghost-Face Evil Sovereign. Qin Yi shook his head and said, "Big Brother, even I have never seen the Evil Lord's true body. No one knows his strength because those who have fought with him are all dead. According to my guess, the Evil Lord has at least stepped into the 4th stage of true Qi." Hiss! Everyone sucked in a breath of cold air. They were all stunned by Qin Ye's words. Whether it was the people of the Qin family, the girls, or Lu Jie, they all lived in the secular world of China. The martial artists of the secular world were symbolized by the 9 dragons and 5 tigers, and the divine dragon was the peak legend. That divine dragon was only at stage 1 true Qi. Now that the evil sovereign of the verdant sect, who was at stage 4 true Qi, appeared out of nowhere, everyone lost confidence in this fierce battle. All right, stage 4 true Qi is not scary. Continue to analyze the situation. Qin Feng's expression was indifferent. He was the one who killed Ling Changkong, who was at stage 4 true Qi. Now that Qin Feng had the Golden Fur Lion King, a stage 4 true Qi could no longer scare Qin Feng. Everyone was shocked by Qin Feng's calm performance. They couldn't understand Qin Feng before, and now they realized that they couldn't understand him even more. It was as if Qin Feng had reached another level. His vision and experience were far beyond their reach. Big Brother, you are indeed powerful. No wonder the verdant sect leader has always regarded you as his #1 enemy and has been hunting you down. Qin Yi smiled proudly at Qin Feng. He was proud to have such a powerful big brother. Qin Yi calmed himself down and continued to analyze. Big Brother, other than the 5 kings, the verdant sect still has tens of thousands of disciples scattered around the world. However, the strength of these disciples is uneven. Even if they were added together, they would not be as strong as the 5 kings. If we want to destroy the Verdant sect, our main opponent is still the 5 kings. As long as we eliminate them, those disciples will lose without a fight. Qin Ye's analysis was very reasonable. Qin Feng nodded from time to time to express his agreement. Right now, Qin Feng was in urgent need of talented people. If Qin Yi could turn over a new leaf and join Hero City, it would be like adding wings to a tiger. Where are the other 3 kings and 1 king? Qin Feng went straight to the point. Qin Yi said, "The Verdant sect's forces are spread all over the world, but they have 3 main bases. The Verdant sect's biggest base is the 7-star mountain base in Sichuan, China, which is jointly guarded by the Ghost-Face Evil Venerable and the Ghost-Face Demon King. The second base in Hong Kong's Zhongchuan City is guarded by the Ghost-Face Tao King." Qin Yi had a thorough understanding of the Verdant sect. He knew the locations of all the major bases of the sect. The more they listened, the more shocked they became. The Verdant sect's strength had already exceeded their expectations. Their forces were scattered all over the world. If they were allowed to develop for another few decades, they would be able to turn the world upside down. Big Brother. The Verdant sect has been hated by orthodox martial cultivators and devil cultivators since ancient times. They run amok and kill the innocent. This time, we must destroy those 3 bases. I'm willing to go to war with them and fight to the death. Lu Jie was a hot-tempered person. His blood was boiling, and he stood up to express his attitude. Huang Jinghua also stepped forward. Young Master Qin, Zhongchuan City and Hong Kong are separated by the sea. Please allow me to lead a team back to Hong Kong and report to head leader Ao Wuchang. He will mobilize the disciples of the Hong sect to eradicate the Verdant sect's bases in Zhongchuan City. Qin Feng, we want to join the battle as well. We will follow you to attack the main base of the 7-star mountain base in Sichuan. All the women stood up one after another. They were all heroes and heroines of the generation. Qin Yi was touched by everyone's spirit and faith. He never understood why so many beautiful women followed Qin Feng and why so many subordinates were willing to risk their lives for him. Now he understood. From this moment onwards, he vowed to follow Big Brother Qin to the death. Feng, the Verdant sect is the public enemy of the entire martial world. Although I'm old, I'm not old. This time, I will join the battle as well. The Qin men are in the provincial capital, will join the battle and attack the 3 major bases of the Verdant sect. Chapter 1144. Everyone looked at Qin Feng with their blood boiling, waiting for him to give the order. However, Qin Feng shook his head and said, "I don't agree to attack the 3 bases of the Verdant sect." As soon as Qin Feng finished speaking, the originally noisy and bustling hall instantly fell silent. Everyone looked at Qin Feng with astonished expressions. They really did not understand what Qin Feng meant. Before anyone could ask, Qin Feng continued, "This time, I want to eradicate the Verdant sect. How can I only attack the 3 bases? I want to eradicate all the bases of the Verdant sect, big or small." After a moment of silence, cheers broke out. "Big Brother, this is awesome. It's so refreshing to work with you. Big Brother, quickly arrange for me to attack which base of the Verdant sect should I attack." Lu Jie couldn't wait to set off. Qin Feng smiled when he saw everyone's eagerness. "Don't worry, everyone. Let little brother Qin Yi point out the locations of the other bases of the Verdant sect, and then we will analyze them together." Everyone looked at Qin Yi, who was extremely excited. He had turned over a new leaf. Recalling the inhumane torture he endured when he was transformed into a ghost cultivator, Qin Yi hated the Verdant sect to the core. Moreover, Qin Yi wasn't the only one who was transformed. A large number of innocent people were locked up and transformed by the Verdant sect. That experimental base was as horrible as hell. Qin Yi immediately spread out the other maps and circled a few points on each map with a marker. As he drew, he introduced each circled location to the others. Each circled location was a small branch base of the Verdant sect in Huaxia. Everyone was shocked when they saw the Verdant sect had established 36 bases of various sizes in Huaxia after hundreds of years of development. The verdant sect is going to take root in Huaxia. We must eradicate them this time. Otherwise, more ordinary people will be harmed. This evil force shouldn't exist. Their doomsday is coming. Everyone was indignant and rebuked the verdant sect for their crimes. However, they felt uncertain when they saw the red circles on the map. Could they really eradicate such a huge organization? Qin Feng's expression turned solemn. It seemed like this operation was a big mission. Qin Feng needed to deploy his troops immediately. Everyone, you don't need to participate in this operation. Stay in Hero City and rebuild your homes. Leave the attack on the verdant sect to me and Qin Yi. Qin Feng gave the order. He didn't care whether everyone agreed or not. His figure flashed and disappeared from the hall. Qin Feng turned into pink light and stepped on his galactic flying sword. He arrived at the top of Hero City's city gate and looked down at the land of Huaxia. His eyes were filled with determination. Master, you can use the Wulin's secret order. Little Pig's voice rang out in his mind. With a thought, an ancient token with the words Martial World carved on it appeared in Qin Feng's hand. He couldn't tell what material the token was made of, but it emitted an ancient and powerful aura. When Qin Feng completed the system quest to become the Alliance Master of Martial Arts, the system rewarded him with 3 martial arts secret orders. This palm-sized plate was the supreme plate of the outer world of martial arts. Once the secret order appeared, all of the outer world of martial arts would be at Qin Feng's disposal. Rumble. Qin Feng channeled a stream of true qi into the Wulin's secret order. Something strange happened. The secret order suddenly exploded into a cloud of smoke and disappeared. However, an invisible energy spread out and seemed to spread out. At the same time, the sects in the outer world of martial arts burst into an uproar. The sect leader of Shaolin Temple, Master Yuanji, was sitting in the temple, studying Buddhism and gaining enlightenment. His eyes went wide, and when he saw a golden light flash in the air, he stood up swiftly. The golden light of the secret order? It's really the golden light of the secret order. The sect leader of Wudong's sect, Zhang Sanyun, stopped swinging his long sword and looked at the sky. His old eyes nearly popped out of their sockets. The secret order of the martial arts world has appeared. The secret order of the martial arts world has not appeared in the outer world of martial arts for nearly 100 years. I thought that the secret order had already gone extinct. This is bad. Sect leader Annihilation, I saw a golden light flash in the sky just now. I'm afraid that the secret order of the martial arts world has appeared. A female disciple of a May sect ran into the hall in a panic. Sect leader Annihilation's robes fluttered in the wind, and her beautiful eyes shone with a shocked light. Quick, inform all the disciples of a May sect to hurry to the place where the secret order appeared. Sect leader Yun of Mount Hua sect had already gathered all the disciples of Mount Hua sect, and they were rushing to Hero City. Sect leader Zhu Bin of Kunlun sect had led all the disciples to personally search for the place where the golden light of the secret order appeared. The martial arts world outside of China was stirred up by a huge storm. The secret order of the martial arts world had not appeared in 100 years, and now it suddenly appeared. As a member of the martial arts world outside of China, no one dared to ignore the existence of the secret order of the martial arts world. This was a rule that had existed since the martial arts world appeared in China thousands of years ago. Once the secret order of the martial arts world appeared, all the disciples of the martial arts world had to listen to the orders of the owner of the secret order. The martial arts world outside of China had already heard the news, and thousands of soldiers and horses were rushing towards Hero City. However, the various big sects of the inner hidden sects all had different reactions. Sect leader Jingxin, the secret order of the martial arts world has appeared. All the sect leaders of the outer hidden sects have already led their disciples to provide support. Does sect leader Jingxin have any plans? Inside Serenity, Hua Xianyu was asking sect leader Jingxin. Sect leader Jingxin looked up at the blue sky, and the golden light of the secret order was still faintly discernible. After thinking for a while, he said, "No matter how strong Serenity is, it is still a member of the martial arts world outside of China. Once it leaves the martial arts world, serenity is nothing. Ignoring the rules of the martial arts world and abandoning the inheritance left by our ancestors is equivalent to digging our own grave. You will now lead 50 elite disciples of serenity to the place where the secret order appeared to provide support. I will stay in the sect to help your junior sister Wu Xin stabilize her realm. With sect leader Jingxin's order, Hua Xianyu immediately led everyone out. Snow Mountain Sect's sect leader sent Wen Yiming to lead a group of disciples to provide support. Ice Lake Sect's sect leader ignored the appearance of the golden light of the secret order, but Thousand Illusion Child secretly led some disciples to Acropolis City. Immortal Cloud Sect and Lung Sect's sect leader did nothing and pretended that nothing had happened. The other big sects also ignored it, as if the secret order of the martial arts world didn't exist. They didn't send any disciples to provide support. Half an hour later, in front of Hero City in Acropolis City, a large group of people continuously rushed over. When everyone in Hero City saw this magnificent scene, they were all dumbfounded. Wow, big brother, who are these people? Lu Jie's mouth was so wide open that 3 duck eggs could be stuffed into it. Lin Bei hugged Qin Feng's arm nervously and said worriedly, "Could it be that the Verdant Sect's reinforcements have arrived? Why are there so many people here? They're all dressed differently, but they don't look like the disciples of the Verdant Sect. What should we do?" The large group of martial artists outside Hero City frightened everyone. For a moment, they couldn't figure out the identity of these people, and they couldn't even tell if they were friends or foes. Qin Fen stood in front of the crowd outside Hero City. He calmly looked at the crowd that gathered outside Hero City. They were all familiar faces. Alliance leader Qin, so you're the one who issued the secret order? Shaolin Temple's sect leader, Grandmaster Yuanji, looked at Qin Feng. Although it was his first time seeing Qin Feng in person, the name of Alliance leader Qin had spread far and wide in the martial arts world. Even Grandmaster Yuanji had to be respectful to Qin Feng. Wudong sect leader, Zhang Sanyun, greets Alliance leader Qin. Amei sect leader, Miexia, greets Alliance leader Qin. Alliance leader Qin, why did you gather everyone here? We will do our best to help you. In just a short while, more than 50 sects and forces had gathered outside Hero City, and more forces were still arriving. Everyone greeted Qin Feng respectfully when they saw him, and they addressed him as Alliance leader Qin. This scene had shocked everyone in Hero City. Everyone knew that Qin Feng had become the Alliance leader of the martial arts world, but they had no idea how powerful the martial arts world was since they had never come into contact with the real martial arts world. When the women, Lu Jie, and the others saw hundreds of people gathered here and waited for Qin Feng's orders like his underlings, they finally understood Qin Feng's current strength. Heroes of the martial arts world, I've issued a secret order to ask everyone to help me eradicate the Verdant Sect. As we all know, the Verdant Sect is the public enemy of the ancient martial arts world in China. Their existence is a serious threat to society and disrupts the orderly development of the martial arts world. Qin Feng stood with his hands clasped behind his back. His expression remained unchanged even though he was standing in front of hundreds of martial artists. His voice was as loud as a bell, and it was extremely penetrating. It fell into everyone's ears clearly. True qi and a majestic aura emanated from Qin Feng's body. It was the embryonic form of a supreme expert. After possessing the Hedonist sovereign system for almost a year, Qin Feng had slowly stepped into the peak of the supreme realm. When the martial artists outside the martial arts world learned of the situation, they were indignant. They had long disliked the Verdant Sect. However, the Verdant Sect was too powerful to be eradicated so easily. However, this time, Alliance leader Qin had personally led the team and used the secret order to gather more than half of the forces in the martial arts world. Therefore, everyone was full of confidence in this battle. Alliance leader Qin, have you found out the location of the Verdant Sect's base? If you know the location, I can lead the Shaolin disciples there right now, said Master Yuanji as he put his palms together. I've gained complete control of the Verdant Sect's base, and I have a general understanding of the distribution of forces in each base. As one of the 5 sects in China, Shaolin Temple is very powerful. Master Yung lead the Shaolin disciples to the Heartless Mountain and destroy one of the verdant sect's experimental bases. Qin Feng had already begun to arrange the formation. It was said that the Heartless Mountain was guarded by only 300 verdant sect disciples and 20 elders of mentoring techniques. With the Shaolin Temple leading the team personally, it was more than enough to eliminate them. Alliance leader Qin, I'll head there right away. Master Yung did not waste any time. He gave the order, and over 80 Shaolin elite disciples followed behind him. As soon as the Shaolin Temple left, the other sects were in an uproar. They fought to be the first to receive missions from Qin Feng. Alliance leader Qin, the Wu-Tang sect is not a coward. Please tell us which base to attack, said Zhang Sanyun with a thunderous voice. The disciples of the Immerse sect are also willing to receive missions from the base. We can head there now. Brother Qin Feng, I'll lead the elite disciples of the Snow Mountain sect to attack the larger verdant sect's base, said Wen Yiming. Chapter 1145. The martial arts world outside of China had existed for thousands of years. This was because martial artists were hot-blooded. Although they were aggressive and fierce, they always maintained a pure and kind heart. When Huaxiao was in trouble, the foreign martial artists were the most powerful army that could destroy a country. When the people in Hero City saw how excited they were, the people in Hero City also felt their blood boil. The women, Lu Jie, and the others could not hold back their excitement. Everyone wanted to come out and get the information about the base. Then they would kill and turn the world upside down. However, Qin Feng did not assign any task to the women or Lu Jie, nor did he ask the people of Qin clan to fight. Disciples of the Wu-Tang sect, listen to my order. As the leader of the martial arts world, I order you to attack a base of the verdant sect at the Northwest River. Don't fight with brute force. It's best to outsmart them. I hope you all come back alive so that we can reunite and celebrate. Snow Mountain sect, listen to my order. Go to Soaring Cloud Valley and attack a base of the verdant sect. This is a large base. I will send Shimin Shueishue and Glacial Snow Mastiff to support you. Be careful. Elder Qianwan Child, listen to my order. Bring the disciples to attack a large base of the verdant sect. I will send Ouyang Feng and Flaming Golden Condor to support you. You must come back alive, old hag. Qin Feng arranged tasks for everyone. Basically, one sect would attack the small bases. 4 large bases, Qin Feng would arrange for 2 sects to work together. Otherwise, he would send his heroes to help. Qianwan Child was so angry that she almost quarreled with Qin Feng when Qin Feng called her an old hag. However, she suddenly felt a warmth in her heart. She didn't expect Qin Feng to send such a powerful warrior to protect her. However, Qianwan Child quickly woke up from the sweetness. She was furious when she remembered that she was raped by Qin Feng in the Chuanzhong restaurant in the Demon City. All the sects in the outer martial arts world received the order and left on their horses. Lu Jie and the others looked at the dusty scene and felt like they had traveled back to ancient times. Boss, are we really not going to fight? I don't want to. Lu Jie was excited by the courage and bravery of the martial arts heroes. He also wanted to fight with the Overlord Slash. Qin Feng looked around and said, stay in Hero City and work on the construction. I'll go find some helpers to ensure the safety of the outer martial arts world disciples. After Qin Feng gave the order, no one said anything else. There was a group of female disciples standing at the entrance of Hero City. Just now, the sects outside the world of martial artists have been fighting to get orders from Qin Feng, but the leader of the group of female disciples had never said anything. Qin Feng had already seen Hua Xianyu. Since Hua Xianyu didn't accept any mission, Qin Feng didn't arrange the verdant gate base for the Serenity disciples. Qin Feng, don't go yet. I have something to tell you. Seeing that the crowd had left, Hua Xianyu immediately ran to Qin Feng's side. Qin Feng had just left the Serenity dejectedly. When he saw Hua Xianyu, he thought of Su Ruoro and his mood became downcast. Miss Xianyu, if the Serenity doesn't want to come out, then go back. I won't blame you. Hua Xianyu frowned and said anxiously, Serenity is a part of the outer martial world. Of course, we will fight bravely. Why will we run away? Qin Feng looked at Hua Xianyu in confusion. Then why did Miss Xianyu stay behind alone? Hua Xianyu could see that Qin Feng was in a bad mood and guessed that it had something to do with Su Ruo. Qin Feng, tell me seriously, do you really like junior sister Wuxin? Qin Feng was slightly startled. He didn't think that Hua Xianyu would suddenly ask this kind of question. Miss Xianyu, what's the point of saying this now? Since Ruo wants to stay in the Serenity, I will respect her choice. Then what if I tell you that junior sister Wuxin has already recovered her memory? She really wants to leave the Serenity with you, but sect leader Jingxin pressured you to leave? Hua Xianyu suddenly said. What? Ruo recovered her memory? Qin Feng was shocked, but quickly became downcast. Qin Feng didn't understand. What method could sect leader Jingxin use to pressure Su Ruo to the point that she would chase him away? How did that old hag Jingxin pressure Roro? Qin Feng suddenly became angry. Hua Xianyu rolled her eyes. Sect leader Jingxin was her master. Qin Feng called sect leader Jingxin an old hag in front of her. Hua Xianyu almost started a fight with Qin Feng. Qin Feng, don't call her sect leader Jingxin like that. Even though she's a bit heartless, she's doing it for junior sister Wuxin's sake. Sect leader saw that junior sister Wuxin has a colding body that only appears once every 100 years. She's very suitable to cultivate the Serenity's secret technique. So, she wants junior sister Wuxin to stay in the Serenity to cultivate. If she leaves with you, sect leader will kill you. Hua Xianyu was still too kind. Moreover, she had a good relationship with Qin Feng and junior sister Wuxin. Hua Xianyu finally told Qin Feng the truth. Qin Feng was already dumbstruck. So that's how it is. What a good old hag Jingxin. Does she really think that I can't beat her? After I deal with the verdant sex matter, I will immediately kill my way to the Serenity and take Ruo away. If that old hag dares to stop me again, I won't be polite. After knowing the truth, Qin Feng faced the sky and roared. Hua Xianyu was so angry that her face darkened. She suddenly regretted telling Qin Feng the truth. Qin Feng stopped shouting. I'm telling you this because I want to think of a way to solve this peacefully. Don't be impulsive and go to the Serenity to cause trouble. You can't beat sect leader Jingxin. If you go, you'll die. Hua Xianyu knew that Qin Feng was very powerful, but she didn't believe that Qin Feng could beat sect leader Jingxin. Qin Feng looked at Hua Xianyu with a faint smile. He couldn't beat that old hag Jingxin, but if Jingxin provoked Qin Feng would release the Golden Mane Lion King to wash the Serenity sect with blood. Or he could take out the Fire Cloud Cannon and aim it at that old hag Jingxin. Miss Xianyu, you're too kind. I owe you a big favor this time. If you need any help in the future, don't hesitate to look for me. If you like me, I can reluctantly accept you as my woman. Qin Feng's gloomy mood instantly improved, and he joked with Hua Xianyu. Hua Xianyu glared at Qin Feng and said seriously, You weren't like this before. Why did you become so frivolous? You want to reluctantly accept me? I don't want to. Hua Xianyu had a celestial aura around her. She was tall and beautiful. When Qin Feng first saw her at Devil Beast Mountain, he was stunned. At this moment, seeing Hua Xianyu pouting and frowning, Qin Feng was a little dazed. Miss Xianyu, come with me to the Seven Star Mountain's main base in Qingmen River. This way, I can protect you. After joking for a while, Qin Feng immediately returned to business. The outer martial arts forces had already been dispatched. Time was pressing, and Qin Feng couldn't delay for too long. Hua Xianyu was talking to Qin Feng about junior sister Wuxin and sect leader Jingxin. In the end, Qin Feng suddenly changed the topic. Hua Xianyu couldn't keep up with his jumping thoughts. Qin Feng, let's talk about junior sister Wuxin first. Listen to me, don't be impulsive and kill your way to the Serenity sect. If you go and cause trouble again, sect leader Jingxin will definitely not let you off easily. Hua Xianyu looked at Qin Feng worriedly. Qin Feng rubbed his nose and said indifferently, Okay, it just so happens that I don't want to let that old hag off easily. When the time comes, we'll hurt each other. Hua Xianyu was speechless by Qin Feng's lack of propriety. She was so angry that she didn't say anything. Qin Feng put Ruo's matter aside and said to Hua Xianyu, Miss Xianyu, The outer martial arts forces have already set off. For safety's sake, I'm going to get more reinforcements to help everyone. You and the Serenity Disciples will stay in Hero City first. When I come back, I'll bring you to attack the Seven Star Mountain's main base. As soon as Qin Feng's voice fell, he turned into a pink light and disappeared. Hua Xianyu was so anxious that she wanted to say something. In the end, she couldn't even see Qin Feng's shadow. After a while, a big shot arrived at the Dragon Sect's main base in the provincial capital. It shocked everyone in the Dragon Sect. Senior Azure Dragon, you're back. Big Brother Qin, I missed you so much. When Zhang Ye saw Qin Feng returning to the Dragon Sect, he was so excited that he danced with joy. When the leaders of the 4 groups of Dragon Sect, Heaven, Earth, Profound, and Yellow knew that Qin Feng had returned to the Dragon Sect, they immediately put down everything they were doing and brought their respective teams to welcome Qin Feng. The 9 dragons and 5 tigers of China, who were in the provincial capital, also came to welcome Qin Feng. The 12 peaks came to welcome Qin Feng personally. Qin Feng's current status was so high that the Dragon Sect could no longer control him. As the Azure Dragon of China, he was also an existence that defeated the Divine Dragon. Moreover, he was a powerful man who obtained the title of the Martial Arts Alliance Master. Qin Feng, on behalf of the entire Dragon Sect, I welcome you back. The representatives of the 12 peaks welcomed Qin Feng with a smile. Lu Bingbing and Yin Wushuang had also returned. The 2 girls couldn't contain their excitement. They ran out of the crowd and stood beside Qin Feng in front of everyone. Qin Feng put his arm around the 2 girls' shoulders. Then he looked at the people of the 12 peaks and the Dragon Sect seriously. He went straight to the point and said, Everyone, I have an important matter to ask for your help this time. The 4 dragons of the 9 dragons were present. The Crimson Dragon Dongfang Ming Wang glared at Qin Feng and shouted angrily, What do you want, kid? Follow me back to the Dongfang court first. When Qin Feng saw the angry Dongfang Ming Wang, he suddenly felt weak. The last time Qin Feng came to the provincial capital, Dongfang Ming Wang forced him to marry Qin Feng. In the end, Qin Feng left without saying goodbye. Obviously, this matter had angered the elder Dongfang. Qin Feng's imposing manner was immediately broken by Dongfang Ming Wang. He said with a smile, Elder Dongfang, I really have something important to do here. It won't be too late to go to the Dongfang court after I finish this matter. Dongfang Ming Wang had to give Qin Feng face in front of the people of the Dragon Sect. He said unhappily, What's the matter? Tell me first. Chapter 1146. Qin Feng stated his purpose of coming, and the Dragon Sect members were stunned. China's Dragon Sect was the most mysterious organization owned by the Chinese government. There were many elites in the organization, and they had always been working hard for China's peace and stability. Logically speaking, the members of the Dragon Sect hated the Verdant Sect the most. The Verdant Sect's heretical cultivators had committed all sorts of atrocities, and their methods were cruel and evil. The Dragon Sect should have joined forces to eradicate the Verdant Sect a long time ago. However, the Verdant Sect was too powerful for the Dragon Sect to handle. For the past few years, the Dragon Sect and the Martial Art Alliance have been secretly attacking the Verdant Sect's base, but they had never been able to inflict any serious damage on the huge Verdant Sect. Brother Qin Feng, my boy, you said that the Verdant Sect is a sinful sect, and the Dragon Sect has long despised them. However, the Verdant Sect is much more powerful than you and I imagine. It's not easy to destroy them. A tall and burly man clad in silver armor stepped forward. The red cape on his shoulders fluttered in the wind. It was the Blue Dragon of China, Ji. As soon as Ji's voice faded away, Dongfang Ming Wang also frowned and said, Brother Ji is right. Attacking the Verdant Sect isn't something that can be accomplished in a short period of time. Otherwise, I would have killed them right now. Orange Dragon Chun Qingdi and Golden Dragon UNMO were also present. Both of them shook their heads and sighed helplessly. Apart from the 4 dragons of China, 3 of the 5 tigers had also returned. Yuan Fu stood at the forefront. He looked at Qin Feng and asked, Qin Feng, did you discover one of the Verdant Sect's bases? I can lead 2 ferocious tigers with you to attack the base. Qinfen hadn't seen Yuan Fu for a long time. When he saw Yuan Fu's increasingly weathered expression, he knew that Yuan Fu must have suffered a lot after returning to the ranks of the 5 tigers and experienced many life and death battles. The reason why Yuan Fu returned to the 5 tigers was to settle the matter of Qin from crippling capital cities Tiger Qi Wanjun. Qin Feng walked up to Yuan Fu and placed his hand on his shoulder respectfully. Uncle Fu, after we annihilate the Verdant sect, you should leave the 5 tigers and retire to Hero City in Acropolis City. When the time comes, I'll ask my father to go to Hero City as well. You two can reunite. Yuan Fu had watched Qin Fen grow up. Every time Qin Fen was in danger, it was Yuan Fu who protected him. Qin Fen treated Yuan Fu like his own uncle. The feeling was indescribable. One of the representatives walked to Qin Feng's side and said, Qin Feng, if you have really discovered the Verdant sect's base, I will dispatch the 4 dragons and 3 tigers to assist you in attacking the Verdant sect's base. The dragon sect has always attacked the Verdant sect's heretical cultivators as soon as they are discovered. Qin Feng could see the determination of the dragon sect, and he felt gratified. He looked around at the crowd and said, Everyone, I'm not going to attack just one base of the Verdant sect this time. I've discovered 36 bases of the Verdant sect scattered all over the world. I'm going to destroy all 36 bases in one night. Is anyone willing to fight alongside me? As soon as Qin Feng finished speaking, the surroundings fell into a dead silence. Everyone stared at Qin Feng in disbelief. None of them had expected that Qin Feng would discover all the bases of the Verdant sect and declare that he would destroy the entire Verdant sect in one night. Even though they knew of Qin Feng's current strength and influence, they were not optimistic about this operation. Even if the entire dragon sect was mobilized, they would not be able to accomplish Qin Feng's plan. Qin Feng, isn't it a little too reckless to do this? The 36 bases of the Verdant sect are fraught with dangers and experts. Even if the entire dragon sect mobilized, they would not be a match for us. If the Verdant sect is not destroyed, the dragon sect will be annihilated. The representatives of the 12 upper peaks immediately came forward to dissuade Qin Feng. Qin Feng's idea was too crazy. Blue Dragon Ji knitted his thick eyebrows together. He hated the Verdant sect to the core. After learning that Qin Feng had discovered all the bases of the Verdant sect, Ji didn't care so much. He treated the Verdant sect's heretical cultivators like the Japanese, and he would kill as many as he could. Brother Qin Feng, I, Blue Dragon Ji, am not a coward. I'll go with you. Ji took a step forward and stood behind Qin Feng like a tall and sturdy mountain. Lu Bingbing and Yin Wushuang stood beside Qin Feng. Both of them declared, leader of the heavenly group of the dragon sect, Yin Wushuang, is willing to follow Azure Dragon into battle. Instructor of the heavenly group, Lu Bingbing, is willing to follow Azure Dragon into life and death. The faces of the people in the dragon sect changed when the 2 women stepped forward. Big Brother Qin, I, Zhang Yi, am willing to join the battle. Zhang Yi, a member of the Huang group, ran behind Qin Feng. The leader of the 5 tigers, Yuan Fu, is willing to lead 2 tiger generals. The orange dragon, Chun Qingdi, is willing to join the green dragon team. The golden dragon, Yuan Mo. More and more people volunteered to join the battle. This time, they were not under the command of the 12 upper peaks of the dragon sect. The 12 upper peaks were hesitant, but for the sake of the overall situation of the dragon sect, they did not express their stance. More than half of the dragon sect's members had joined Qin Feng, and the other half stood with the 12 mountain peaks. Qin Feng did not blame them. He said calmly, 12 upper peaks, as a member of the dragon sect, I will not let my brothers and sisters die in vain. The dragon sect is not the only one participating in the plan to attack the Verdant sect. I have also mobilized the forces of the outer martial arts world. Currently, more than 50 sects and nearly 1,000 experts have been divided into 36 teams and are heading for the 36 bases of the Verdant sect. If you guys want to join, I will arrange for everyone to set off now. If not, I will bring my brothers and sisters with me first, Qin Feng's words shocked everyone. The 12 upper peaks were shocked by Qin Feng's current status. How could he mobilize the forces of the outer martial arts world? Was this the prestige of the leader of the martial arts world? Qin Feng, the 12 of us are too old. We are always overcautious. The dragon sect is proud of you. China will soar because of you. On behalf of the 12 upper peaks, I will also join your team. The 12 upper peaks were moved by Qin Feng's hot-bloodedness and heroism. They immediately joined Qin Feng's team. Now, the remaining half of the dragon sect followed Qin Feng without hesitation. The dragon sect of China was added to the team attacking the verdant sect. This was a powerful team, and it was like adding wings to a tiger for this attack. Qin Feng personally arranged for the members of the dragon sect to be sent to the 36 bases of the verdant sect. After that, Qin Feng brought Lu Bingbing and Yin Wushuang back to Hero City. Young Master Qin is here. Young Master Qin is back. As soon as the three of them arrived at Hero City, they were stunned by the scene in front of them. Nearly 1,000 people gathered outside Hero City. They were not from the outer martial arts world, but from the families of the 4 cities of the Yun province and some families from the provincial capital. Brother-in-law, I've been ordered by the elders of the Yun family to support you after learning that you are going to attack the bases of the verdant sect. Yunzhe have been waiting for a long time with more than 50 elite disciples of the Yun family. Senior Azure Dragon, the Rin family is here. Many people from the Rin family of the St. Medic Hall also came. The provincial capital's Yang family, Lu family, Liang family, Gao family, and Luo family all came. These families, big or small, had conflicts with Qin Feng, and they were all beaten down by him. However, no one dared to hold a grudge against Qin Feng. Now that Qin Feng's status in China was unrivaled, everyone just wanted to curry favor with him and let bygones be bygones. Acropolis City, Jincheng City, Sky City, Yanhai City, Qin Feng, I miss you so much. A crisp and pleasant voice came from the crowd. Ma Xinxin squeezed out with 2 weird old men. Ma Xinxin could now control the poisonous gas in her body by herself. She could digest the poisonous gas without Qin Feng kissing her. She could keep her body slim and sexy. The 2 people who came with her wore gray robes and straw hats. They were the yin-yang elders of the poison sect. Qin Feng hadn't seen Ma Xinxin for a long time. He reached out and patted her head. Ma Xinxin enjoyed the feeling very much. She took the initiative to hold Qin Feng's arm and said, Qin Feng, I brought the poison sect to help you attack the verdant sect. I've been cultivating in the poison sect lately. How are you doing? Qin Feng looked at the yin-yang elders. They lowered their heads and didn't dare to speak. Back then, the yin-yang elders hunted Qin Feng for the 100-year blood lotus in Su Qiuyu's family. They forced Qin Feng to flee everywhere. In less than half a year, Qin Feng stood at the peak of the martial arts world. When the yin-yang elders saw Qin Feng again, they were so scared that their bodies trembled. All right, let the yin-yang elders lead the poison sect disciples to attack. You're too weak. Stay in Hero City and help me build the city. The Pretty Girl Group and Shui are here too. You guys can play together. When Qin Feng was defeated by the Dragon God, he turned Qin Feng into Zheng Shui with a true Qi formation. Then, he threw Ma Xinxin to Qin Feng as a burden. The 2 of them spent a difficult but warm time in Hong Kong. Ma Xinxin's heart was filled with sweetness every time she thought about it. The outer martial arts world and the dragon sect had set off. Qin Feng didn't waste any more time. He immediately arranged the forces of the major families to go to the verdant sect's bases. Now, every verdant sect base would be attacked by many forces. Qin Feng didn't worry about everyone's safety. After everyone was settled, the outside of Hero City became quiet again. Qin Feng didn't let Lu Bingbing and Ma Xinxin participate in the battle because they weren't strong enough. It would be dangerous for them to go. Yin Wushuang followed Qin Feng. Qin Feng also called Qiao Shi to help him control the white demonic ape. As for the members of the Serenity, they had been waiting for Qin Feng. They set off with Qin Feng. Qin Feng rushed to the 7-star mountain base in the middle of the river. This was the verdant sect's biggest base. Qin Feng didn't arrange for other forces to go there. He planned to destroy this source of evil himself. A great war was about to take place in every corner of China, but the common people had no idea about it. The first batch of forces of the outer martial arts world had arrived at the location of the base they were going to attack. The disciples of Shaolin sect and Wudong sect, who were the fastest, had already fired the first shot. The verdant sect's heretical cultivators had no idea about their plan. They were caught unprepared by the ferocious martial arts heroes. They couldn't believe that there were people in China who dared to challenge the verdant sect's authority. I recommend my good friend's fantasy novel, The Great Siam Marquis. The author is a doctorate student named A Night of Misty Rain. It's a profound fantasy novel. Everyone, please take a look. Chapter 1147. Somewhere outside the base of Verdant Sect, a group of bald Shaolin disciples in gray robes gathered outside the gate. In front of them stood sect leader Yuanji, who was clad in a golden robe and holding a monk's staff that was taller than a man. He stood in front of the gate like a resting mountain. The sky gradually darkened, and dark clouds covered the sky. It was as if the heavens knew that there would be a great battle tonight, and that there would be a violent storm. Disciples of Shaolin Temple, listen up. Buddha is merciful, and we will kill the evil. 18 bronze men of Shaolin set up the formation. Another base. The sect leader of the Wudong sect, Zhang Senyun, stood on the top of the mountain with an air of immortality and crane bones. There was a city in the valley at the foot of the mountain, which was the base of the verdant sect that the Wudong sect wanted to attack. More than 30 elite disciples of Wudong sect stood behind Zhang Senyun. Each of them had a long sword in their hands, ready to attack at any moment. Disciples of Wudong, listen up. 13 swords formation, attack. Under the command, the sound reverberated throughout the valley. More than 30 disciples immediately turned into black shadows and rushed down the valley with their swords in hand. Amei sect leader Miju led his men to attack. Huashan sect's Yunzong and Kunlun sect's Zhu Bin had already launched their attacks. Divine Dragon sect, Quick Blade sect, Flying Dagger Society, Flame sect, Carefree sect, Tianshan sect, Myriad Mountains, Poison sect, Blue Moon Temple. There were many forces in the outer martial arts world, and all of them were caught in a fierce battle. These sects originally had conflicts with Qin Feng, and they also had disputes with each other, but tonight they were all part of the outer martial world, and they were all part of the plan to destroy the verdant sect. Therefore, they had to work together as one. Tonight, everyone is a family. At the same time, Qin Feng, Qiao Shi, and the others had arrived at the 7-star mountain base in the middle of Sichuan province. Sichuan province was located in the hinterland of Huaxia, and it was located at the junction of many provinces and cities. It was surrounded by rolling mountains, and it was relatively isolated and backward. As soon as they arrived at the Chuan central base, Qin Feng and the others could feel the dense, evil aura around them. The sky was always overcast. It wasn't because the night had fallen, but because the evil aura was released by the verdant sect's heretic cultivators who had been cultivating here all year round. Qin Feng, you're finally here. A cold voice rang out. The girls were so scared that they immediately became vigilant. However, after looking around, they did not find the person who spoke. Whoosh! A white blur flashed and instantly landed in front of Qin Feng. The white-haired devil ape acted as if it was facing a great enemy and suddenly roared at the sky. Don't be afraid, everyone. It's Senior Dragon God. Qin Feng waved his hand at the women behind him. The women who were about to attack stopped abruptly. Everyone turned to look at the stern man standing in the wind. So this was the number one person in the secular world, Senior Dragon God. Senior Divine Dragon, why are you here? Qin Feng was pleasantly surprised to see the Divine Dragon. Since the 7-star mountain base in the middle of Sichuan was the verdant sect's main base, Qin Feng didn't send more people to attack it. He was mainly afraid that everyone would suffer heavy casualties. Qin Feng brought the white-haired devil ape and prepared to release the golden fur lion king to deal with the ghastly face evil sovereign. If he really could not win, Qin Feng would take out the fire cloud cannon and blast it. He did not believe that he could not kill these evil cultivators. Now that the dragon god had come uninvited, Qin Feng's battle team's strength would increase tremendously. Huh, why do you think I'm here? I'm the pinnacle of martial arts in China's secular world. Even the big families have come. If I sit back and do nothing, won't I be cursed to death by everyone? The dragon god said half-jokingly. Qin Feng knew that the dragon god did not care about what the outsiders said about him. He had the hot-blooded heart of a Chinese, so he volunteered to help. Huh, great. Senior dragon god, we used to fight against each other. Today we can fight side by side. Just thinking about it makes me excited. The dragon god sized up Qin Feng. His eyes shone brightly. Good lad, I haven't seen you for a long time, and you've broken through again. Don't drag me down tonight. I don't have time to save you. Senior dragon god, I'm not bragging, but I'm the one who will save you tonight. Huh. Qin Feng and the divine dragon's laughter resounded in the valley. Both of them moved at the same time. A white light and a pink light flickered and disappeared. However, in the next second, the big iron gate of the seven-star mountain base in the middle of the Sichuan River was blasted open, and shattered pieces flew everywhere in the sky. Sisters of the Serenity, there's no need to hold back tonight. Let's kill all those verdant sect bastards. Huaxian Yu finally regained her composure. She shouted and took the lead to draw the flexible sword from her waist. Yan Wushuang had broken through to the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi. She leaped into the verdant sect's base like a nimble swallow. The battle had begun. The members of the verdant sect were still in a daze. The sky was completely dark. The members of the verdant sect had finished their meals and were about to go to bed. The sudden explosion and ferocious attack left them at a loss. Damn it! Who dares to break into the verdant sect's main base at night? I think you're still alive. The dozen or so verdant sect members who were guarding the gate regained their composure. Some of them cursed at Qin Feng, but before they could finish their words, a pink light flashed, and a row of heretic cultivators collapsed to the ground. Boom! Every time Qin Feng killed a row of heretic cultivators, he would summon a ball of destructive fire and burn them to ashes. He knew that the internal structure of the verdant sect was very clear. There was a special elder who could resurrect these heretic cultivators. Qin Feng had completely cut off their escape route. Swoosh! The pink light flickered incessantly. Wherever it went, blood would soar into the sky. The divine dragon was stunned by the power of the cosmic flying sword. He attacked ferociously with a dagger in his hand, but his speed of killing was no match for Qin Feng's flying sword. Rumble! Rumble! Loud noises came from Qin Feng's body. It was the sign of the Killer Book's continuous upgrade. Qin Feng had activated the Killer Book as soon as he entered the verdant sect. In less than 5 minutes, he had killed more than 100 heretic cultivators and upgraded the Killer Book to level 4 in an instant. Bang, bang, bang. Qin Feng's eyes were spewing flames, and the cosmic flying sword was also emitting sparks. As a Stage 1 True Qi expert, Qin Feng could already defeat a Stage 2 True Qi expert. Now that his strength had increased by 3 times, his strength had exceeded everyone's expectations. The divine dragon, who was fighting alongside him, was scared to death. Fuck, what realm are you in, kid? Did you break through to Stage 4 True Qi? The divine dragon momentarily forgot to kill and stared at Qin Feng with his mouth agape. What Stage 4 True Qi? I used the Killer Book as a reward from the system to temporarily increase my strength. Say, it's been a while since you obtained the Sovereign Peace system. Did you do any missions to obtain any treasures? Qin Feng had previously given the Sovereign Peace system to the Divine Dragon and was communicating with him telepathically. The Divine Dragon revealed a smug smile. With a wave of his hand, the long sword in his hand disappeared. He leaped onto a roof and said telepathically, "Of course there are treasures as a reward. I recently obtained an Earth-level technique, 6-pulse godly sword. I haven't had the time to use it. Today, I'll show you the Divine Dragon actually obtained the ultimate technique of the Duan family of the demigods and semi-devils." Qin Feng looked into the sky. The dark sky that was shrouded in evil suddenly flashed with white light. Rays of sword chi shot out from the divine dragon's fingers, as if it was raining sword chi. Puff, 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 puff. The sound of skin being cut rose and fell. The six-pulse godly sword was indeed powerful. In an instant, dozens of evil cultivators were knocked down to the ground. Qin Feng hastily clapped his hands, and several balls of destructive fire shot out. Dozens of evil cultivators were burned to ashes. Qin Feng and the divine dragon fought side by side. They were unstoppable. When Hua Xianyu and Yin Wu Shuang arrived, they found the ground was littered with corpses. Roar! The white-haired demonic ape also rushed into the city. As if it had gone mad, it swung its arms and smashed rows of buildings. The verdant sect evil cultivators finally realized that their base was in great danger. Many of their disciples fled for their lives. Some of them even alerted the higher-ups of their sect. Rumble! Suddenly, there was a loud noise in the void, and a black shadow flew down from the sky as if it was a thunder. Before the shadow arrived, a chilly wind blew. The evil energy was so strong that it suffocated Xiao, Shi, and the other women. Who dares to behave atrociously in the verdant sect's main base? I'll make you die a horrible death. Thunder rumbled in the sky. It was the voice of a newcomer. Every sound was extremely penetrating, and when it landed in everyone's ears, they felt like their eardrums would burst. Xiao Shi and the female disciples of the Serenity were weak. They sat on the ground and couldn't get up. Hua Xianyu and Yin Wu Shuang, who were at the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi, struggled to stand with a pained expression. Gather together and grab these two swords. Qin Feng didn't have time to think. He waved his hand and threw the sword of Angel and the sword of Broken Soul. Yin Wu Shuang leaped up and caught the sword of Broken Soul. Then she retreated to Xiao Shi's side. Hua Xianyu grabbed the sword of Angel and brought the disciples of the Serenity to Xiao Shi's side. TSK. Let me see. Isn't that Qin Feng? There's a path to heaven, but you chose to barge into hell. TSK. Today will be the day you die. A burst of strange laughter resounded in the surroundings. The voice was sharp and thin, and it sent goosebumps all over the women's bodies. Halfway through the laughter, the voice sounded surprised again. Even the divine dragon of China is here? Do you want to fight to the death with the verdant sect? The voice entered everyone's ears, but they couldn't see the person who spoke. The entire verdant sect's base was shrouded in billowing black fog. This black fog was filled with evil energy and corpse energy. Ordinary people would be poisoned to death if they stood in the black fog. Even Hua Xianyu and the others were afraid of the black fog. Fortunately, the sword of Angel and the sword of Broken Soul helped them dispel the corpse energy. Swoosh! With a flash of pink light, Qin Feng disappeared from the spot. In the blink of an eye, he was already at the top of the tallest building. A purple heavenly eagle bough appeared in his hand. Screech! The wrath of the heavenly eagle reverberated in the sky. Dozens of purple heavenly eagles swooped down like cannonballs. The buildings on the ground were instantly destroyed, and dozens of verdant sect disciples were blasted into pieces. Chapter 1148. Qin Feng, I'm one of the 5 kings of the verdant sect, Ghost-Faced Demon King. Today I will fight you. On the opposite building, a middle-aged man in a black robe appeared out of thin air. Ghost-Faced Demon King's hair was flat in the middle and protruded on both sides, as if he had grown a pair of bull horns on his head. His eyebrows were thick and straight to the top of his head. His lips were purple, and his eyes were bloodshot. He looked like a demonic beast that had turned into a demon. You heartless monsters dare to proclaim yourselves kings? Watch my sword. As soon as Ghost-Faced Demon King appeared, Shenlong's Zhen Qi burst out. He struck with both hands, and countless sword qi shot out from his fingers. The white light shone brightly, lighting up half the sky. Ghost-Faced Demon King's expression did not change. He grabbed his cloak and waved it lightly. A cloud of black mist shot out and blocked the 6-pulse divine sword in midair. Oomph! Trash like you dares to call yourself the #1 martial artist in the secular world? Have all the orthodox martial artists in China fallen to such a state? Ghost-faced Demon King did not put Shenlong in his eyes at all. The strength he displayed was indeed powerful. He stopped Shenlong, who was only at stage 1 Jin Chi, with a casual palm strike. Swoosh! A pink light flashed. Qin Feng stood with his hands behind his back. He controlled the flying sword with his mind and shot it at Ghost-faced Demon King. The sword light was fast, but it suddenly stopped in front of Ghost-faced Demon King. Another cloud of black mist floated in midair. Even the flying sword could not pierce through it. Something's wrong. This Ghost-faced Demon King is much stronger than I thought. Both of them retreated to the side after missing their attack. Shenlong was shocked by Ghost-faced Demon King's strength, and Qin Feng was also thinking about something. Haha, Qin Feng, do you really think we, the Verdant sect, are useless? Ghost-faced Demon King sneered at Qin Feng and Shenlong's change of expression. Do you think it's that easy to find the 36 bases of the Verdant sect? Qin Yi has only joined the Verdant sect for half a year. How could they let him know the locations of these bases? The Verdant sect purposely leaked the news to Qin Yi, purposely letting him know about the Verdant sect's stronghold. Our Lord Ghostface Evil Reverend had already prepared for this. Even if Qin Yi betrayed us in the end, he would still bring you all here to die in vain. That's because every Verdant sect stronghold is covered with an evil great formation. Within the formation, the strength of the disciples of the evil sect will increase exponentially, and you orthodox martial cultivators will be suppressed instead. The ghost-faced Demon King was still laughing hysterically, but Qin Feng and Divine Dragon's expressions were tense. The Verdant sect's evil lord was indeed powerful. His trick was very insidious. Qin Feng was in a hurry to destroy the Verdant sect, so he didn't think about this matter carefully. At this moment, Qin Feng was not worried about himself. Even if he and the Divine Dragon couldn't destroy the Verdant sect's headquarters, they could still escape with the girls. However, the outer martial arts world, the Dragon sect, and the big and small clans had already set off. Qin Feng was worried that they would be in danger. Qin Feng, take the girls and leave. I'll hold the fort here. Hurry up and inform the others to retreat. The sudden news caught Qin Feng and the Divine Dragon off guard. However, the Divine Dragon quickly regained his composure and pushed Qin Feng away. The plan to attack the Verdant sect was a trap, and he had to inform everyone to retreat as soon as possible. Qin Feng was stunned on the spot. He didn't know whether he should leave or stay. After Qiao Shi and the girls learned the truth, they were so anxious that they stomped their feet. The Verdant sect's evil reverend was too insidious. They didn't need to take the initiative to attack. They just needed to trick everyone into falling into the wolf's den. Rumble. A loud explosion occurred under Qin Feng and the Divine Dragon's feet, and a huge pit was blasted open. The ghost-faced Demon King's eerie laughter echoed throughout the valley. He flew toward the two of them and said, "GGG. Since you're already here, where do you think you're going? Today is the doomsday of the orthodox martial cultivators of China." The Verdant sect had played a big trick. Qin Feng and the Divine Dragon were forced to retreat. They were still in a daze and forgot to counterattack the ghost-faced Demon King. Roar, 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 roar. The roar of a wild beast penetrated the valley. The white-furred demonic ape pounded its chest and dashed toward the ghost-faced Demon King. "Ha! It's a stage 1 demonic beast. I'm going to kill this little bastard. I'll inject corpse chi and blood into its body and turn it into the puppet of the Verdant sect." Rumble. The ghost-faced Demon King's casual palm strike was like a muffled thunder from the sky. The thick-skinned, white-furred, demonic ape staggered a few steps back and roared in pain. The 5 kings of the Verdant sect had similar strength. The ghost-faced Demon King was a stage 2 perfect stage evil reverend, which was equivalent to a stage 3 true chi orthodox martial cultivator. However, his strength was significantly boosted inside the evil formation, and he was now comparable to a stage 4 true chi expert. As soon as the white-furred demonic ape regained its balance, it rushed toward the ghost-faced Demon King with its giant fists. Unfortunately, it couldn't get close to the ghost-faced Demon King and was sent flying by a cloud of black mist. Rumble. The impact created a huge pit on the ground, and the surrounding buildings shook violently. The white-furred demonic ape collapsed in the pit and couldn't get up for a while. Xiao Sure fell from the sky. Her mental strength had reached its limit. Sure, are you all right? Qin Feng, Sure has fainted. What should we do? Yin Wushuang held Xiao Sure in her arms. The disciples of the Serenity were fighting with the disciples of the Verdant sect. The scene was chaotic. Swoosh! Pink light flashed. Stepping on the starry sky, flying sword. Qin Feng rushed to the scene at high speed. He kept striking with both hands, and dozens of fireballs fell from the sky, forming a wall of fire around the girls. Qin Feng, take them away. I'll hold them off. The divine dragon was fighting with the ghost-faced Demon King, but he was no match for the latter and was forced to retreat. The battle had just begun, but Qin Feng and the others were already in a dangerous situation. Qin Feng was not concerned about the battle here. He was worried about the heroes of the martial arts world and the disciples of the dragon sect from the other 36 bases. Wu Shuang, take everyone away from here. Qin Feng didn't have time to think. He grabbed the soul-breaking sword from Yin Wu Shuang's hand and dashed into the crowd again. The soul-breaking sword had no blade, and the faint pink light seemed to be on the verge of being extinguished in the dark mist. However, the pink light was extremely strong, as if it was born with Qin Feng's life. The soul-breaking sword specialized in killing demons, ghosts, and souls. Not long ago in Hero City, Qin Feng had used this peerless sword to kill the ghost-faced Demon King from the first layer of Great Ghost City. Swoosh! Swoosh! The wind howled. The soul-breaking sword danced in Qin Feng's hand, and the pink light became brighter and brighter. It pierced through the layers of dark mist and lit up the surroundings. The Verdant sect heretic cultivators heard the commotion and rushed to the base. It seemed like there were tens of thousands of disciples guarding the base. In the face of the soul-breaking sword, these Verdant sect heretic cultivators were like paper dolls. As soon as they came into contact with the light of the soul-breaking sword, they were instantly turned into ashes. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for killing 200 heretic cultivators in a row. The killer book has reached level 5. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for killing 400 heretic cultivators in a row. The killer book has reached level 6. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for killing 1,000 heretic cultivators in a row. The killer book has reached level 8. Qin Feng seemed to have entered a state of madness as he slaughtered his way through a bloody path. The system's notifications kept ringing in his mind. This was the first time Qin Feng had reached level 8. Now, his strength had increased by 5 times. Qin Feng had no idea how powerful he had become after reaching level 1 true Qi by 5 times. A casual roar from Qin Feng could shake a group of heretic cultivator disciples, and even the buildings around them would collapse. Rumble. However, there was a loud sound from afar. The mystical dragon had been holding on for so long and was almost at its limit. It was stomped into the ground by the ghost-faced Demon King. Multiple clouds of black mist surrounded the mystical dragon, and the black mist continuously exploded. Swoosh! Qin Feng suddenly disappeared, and in the next moment, he was standing on the tallest building with the divine dragon in his arms. The divine dragon was covered in blood. He looked at Qin Feng weakly, but his eyes were shining. He was stunned by the dense, true qi that was bursting out of Qin Feng's body. What kind of realm is this? It's even more ferocious than stage for true qi. Senior Divine Dragon, take a break first. Watch me slaughter these evil creatures. Qin Feng stuffed a qi stabilizing pill into the Divine Dragon's mouth. With a flash of pink light, he had already sent the Divine Dragon to the side of the girls. Qin Feng kept asking Yin Wu Shuang to take the girls away, but Qin Feng didn't leave. Naturally, the girls wouldn't leave either. Miss Xianyu, take the Serenity and leave first. Qin Feng knew he couldn't persuade Yin Wu Shuang and Xiao Sure. so he could only persuade the Serenity disciples to leave first. Among the Serenity disciples, most of them knew Qin Feng. Not long ago, Qin Feng broke into Serenity's sacred ground and peeked at many of them bathing. Originally, everyone had a bad impression of Qin Feng, and they classified him as a pervert. But after this battle, the girls started to reevaluate Qin Feng. He was indeed worthy of his title as the Martial World Alliance leader. Qin Feng, don't say any more. Serenity is a righteous sect, one of the hidden 5 hegemons. Even if the Serenity disciples die in battle, there is no such thing as running away. Moreover, this battle is against China's most evil sect, Verdant sect. If we are defeated by this group of heretic cultivators, how can we have the face to return to Serenity? How can we have the face to establish a foothold in the martial world? As a girl, Hua Xianyu's consciousness was nobler than most of the men in the hidden 5 hegemons. Qin Feng patted Hua Xianyu's shoulder and said, "All right, then you guys stay here and don't run around. Call me if you encounter any danger." Qin Feng handed the divine dragon over to the girls and disappeared in a flash of pink light. Rumble. On top of a house far away, the ghost-faced Demon King was adjusting his breath. Suddenly, the house under his feet exploded, scaring the ghost-faced Demon King into running away. Verdant sect's heretic cultivators. Today, I, Qin Feng, will exterminate your entire sect. The pink light flickered in the black mist. Qin Feng stepped on his flying sword and held the soul-severing sword in his hand. The purple thunder robe on his body flickered with lightning, and the void began to rumble with thunder. Countless purple lightning bolts struck down from the sky. As if they had eyes, they chased after the ghost-faced Demon King. Bang! Crackle! Chapter 1149. Qin Feng, I'll make you wish you were dead. Ghost-faced Demon King was battered and battered. His black robe was blown to pieces. With a wild roar, the ghost-faced Demon King no longer dodged. Bursts of red mist suddenly burst forth from his body. This guy was originally a demonic cultivator and entered the path of the demonic path. Eventually, he became a demonic and evil demon. This was the first time Qin Feng had met such an opponent. Rumble. As soon as he entered a demonic state, Ghost-faced Demon King slammed his palm behind him. The violent airflow was like a tornado, blowing away the roof behind him. The swords and sabers on the ground flew into the air. The red mist was still burning with flames, and all of them shot toward Qin Feng. Bang, bang, bang. Suddenly, there was a loud explosion, but the sound was a bit muffled. A huge shield appeared in front of Qin Feng. The black tortoise shield emitted a dark brown light. The ancient runes carved on the shield began to move as if they were alive. Qin Feng carried the black tortoise shield and stepped on the starry sky flying sword. He also bought the talisman of clairvoyance. His eyes could see through everything. Through the black tortoise shield, a few bolts of purple lightning struck down. Bang! A thick bolt of purple lightning flew down and hit the top of Ghost-faced Demon King's head. His bullhorn-like hair exploded, and his whole body was charred. Ghost-faced Demon King screamed in anger, but he had already discovered the abnormality. This Qin Feng's cultivation method was really strange, even stranger than the demonic cultivators. Before, he was only at stage 1 true Qi, but after a while, he felt that he was even stronger than stage 4 true Qi. Swish, swish, swish. While fighting Ghost-faced Demon King, Qin Feng didn't forget to kill the Verdant sect disciples that came one after another. The ground was littered with corpses, and the number of demonic cultivators Qin Feng killed kept increasing. The killer book's level was also increasing rapidly. Qin Feng felt that he was incomparably powerful, as if even Golden Fur Lion King was no match for him. The Verdant sect's 5 kings are only SOSO. Ghostface Evil King and Ghostfacing King were killed by me. This time, it's your turn. Qin Feng turned into a flash of pink light and instantly appeared in front of the ghost-faced Demon King. The black tortoise shield in his hand suddenly disappeared, and the soul-severing sword, which radiated pink light in all directions, stabbed out, directly towards the ghost-faced Demon King's heart. Buzz! There was a strange energy wave in the surroundings. Under the absolute soul sword, the ghost-faced Demon King's expression changed drastically. He looked like he was extremely afraid of this treasured sword. The ghost-faced Demon King felt his speed decrease drastically, and he could no longer dodge Xinfeng's sword. Rumble. Just as the ghost-faced Demon King was about to be annihilated by the soul-severing sword, a loud sound exploded on Xinfeng's body, instantly sending him flying. Ah! Xinfeng, I've been looking for you for a long time. Since you've come to seek death, I won't let you live. A loud sound came from the void. It was the sound of someone speaking. The valley shook, and the seven-star mountain base felt like it was about to collapse. Originally, because of the appearance of the angel's sword and the broken soul sword, the surrounding black fog and evil aura were gradually dissipating. But at this moment, the black fog shrouded the city like the mouth of a giant beast, devouring all the light between heaven and earth. Shenlong, who was recuperating, stood up abruptly. All the women gathered together and looked at the pitch-black night sky. Although they didn't see the intruder, they were inexplicably nervous. The dense, evil aura and murderous aura enveloped the land, wrapping everyone tightly. This was the first time they felt such a strong pressure. The intruder was too powerful, and he claimed to be the deity. Then, it could only be the sect master of the verdant sect, the ghost-faced demon venerable. In the darkness, an even darker figure stood on top of the building. All the light around him was absorbed, as if he was in hell. No one could see his face clearly, and they could only see a shadow standing there. Shenlong and the white-haired demonic ape stood in front of the women, staring at the ghost-faced demon venerable with vigilance. The ghost-faced demon venerable didn't move, as if it was just a shadow. Lord Demon Venerable. The ghost-faced demon king bowed to the shadow on top of the building, proving that it was the ghost-faced demon venerable. A voice didn't come from the roof of the building, but from all directions. Even you can't defeat Xinfeng? The voice was sharp and hoarse, and it didn't even sound like a human. The ghost-faced demon king, with the help of the great evil formation of the seven-star mountain base, was comparable to a rank 4 true chi expert. But in front of the ghost-faced demon venerable, he was trembling in fear. Lord Demon Venerable, that brat Xinfeng's cultivation method is strange. He was originally at rank 1 true chi, but he instantly became a rank 4 true chi expert. The ghost-faced demon venerable didn't make a sound, and in everyone's eyes, he didn't move. But in the next second, a building collapsed with a loud bang, and a pink light shot out from it. Xinfeng, why are you hiding? Didn't you say that you want to kill this deity? Today, this deity will meet you and see how capable you are. Even Shenlong and the ghost-faced demon king didn't see where Xinfeng was hiding, but the ghost-faced demon venerable slapped Xinfeng out with his palm. In the darkness, a pink shadow floated indeterminately, and its speed was as fast as lightning. However, the ghost-faced demon venerable suddenly slapped Xinfeng again, and he fell to the ground. Boom! A huge pit appeared in front of Shenlong and the others, and Xinfeng was lying in it with his face covered in dirt. At this moment, his heart was in turmoil. This ghost-faced demon venerable was too strong. Xinfeng, are you all right? Everyone surrounded the huge pit. Just as Shenlong was about to jump down and pull Xinfeng up, a gust of wind descended from the sky, and the ghost-faced demon venerable's second palm had already landed. Roar, roar. Is this your strength? How disappointing. All of you can go and die. Boom. Before the black mist could hit anyone, it had already exploded in the air, and the violent airflow caused the Serenity disciples to be unable to stand steadily. Shenlong immediately flew up to catch the ghost-faced demon venerable's palm, but he saw a flash of golden light, and within the golden light, a figure rushed into the sky. Roar, roar. A sound wave came out from the void, and the roar was like thunder, causing the ground to tremble. The originally pervasive black mist was actually shattered by the sound wave and quickly disappeared. The figure in the sky finally became clear. He had a head of golden curly hair, and his entire body was emitting golden light. In his hand was a dazzling golden dragon slaughtering saber. It was golden fur, Lion King Sieson. The lion's roar intimidated everyone present, and the group of verdant sect heretic cultivators on the ground were badly injured. Even the ghost-faced demon king covered his ears, as he could not withstand the soul-shaking sound wave attack. Only the ghost-faced demon Venerable stood motionlessly on the roof, and with a wave of his hand, the lion's roar sound wave disappeared. The expression in Golden Fur Lion King's eyes became serious. He had long been irritable in the system, and had been waiting to come out to torture and kill this group of heretic cultivator disciples. Now that he was released by Qin Feng, Golden Fur Lion King finally experienced the power of the ghost-faced demon Venerable. This guy had already surpassed the realm of true Qi Stage 4. Damn thing. Let me see how powerful you are. Golden Fur Lion King did not retreat. He lifted the dragon-slaughtering saber and leaped up. In a flash, he arrived above the ghost-faced demon Venerable's head. The dragon-slaughtering saber hacked down from the sky and brought up a 10-meter-long golden saber screen. Rumble. The aura of true Qi Stage 4 was like an avalanche, but the black shadow on the roof had already disappeared. The row of houses collapsed in an instant, as if there was a strong earthquake. As the saber hacked down, the Golden Fur Lion King's expression changed greatly. A black shadow appeared behind him, and an extremely dangerous aura enveloped the Golden Fur Lion King. Crackle. Qin Feng had already discovered it, and immediately summoned the purple lightning to strike over. However, the ghost-faced demon Venerable stood in the air without dodging, allowing the purple lightning to strike his body. At the same time, he struck out with his palm, directly smashing the Golden Fur Lion King into the huge pit on the ground. Rumble, rumble. The collapse of the houses and the landing of the Golden Fur Lion King sounded out one after another, as if they were filming a war movie. Shenlong and the girls were all dumbstruck. This battle had even exceeded Shenlong's expectations. The sudden appearance of the Golden Fur Lion King intimidated everyone, but in the end, this kind of expert was defeated by the ghost-faced demon Venerable in one strike. Qin Feng, I'll block this place. Quickly bring everyone away, or else everyone will lose their lives here tonight. Shenlong's expression had never been so grave before. Qin Feng did not even have time to make a decision, as another wave of cold wind blew from all directions. Whoosh! The ghost-faced demon Venerable had already launched another attack, this time towards Qin Feng. Around Qin Feng, the black fog quickly gathered, forming a solid copper wall, trapping Qin Feng within. After the black fog gathered, it began to explode. The earth-shattering sound caused the girls' hearts to tremble. How could Qin Feng, who was in the center of the explosion, survive? Ghost-faced demon Venerable, I advise you to quickly surrender. Evil will not prevail over good. You will die sooner or later. Seeing this, Shenlong immediately flew out, the short sword in his hand continuously waving. The sword light instantly enveloped half of the sky. The sword chi collided with the condensed black fog, but it produced the sound of metal clashing, and the black fog did not disperse for a long time, completely unaffected by the sword chi. Jia. You want me to surrender? What big words you have there? The ghost-faced demon Venerable let out a strange laugh. His laughter was filled with anger. He casually struck out with his palm, and a ball of black fog immediately enveloped Shenlong, and Qin Feng were trapped, and Golden Fur Lion King was lying on the ground, seriously injured. The girls were simply not ghost-faced demon Venerable's opponent. They did not even have the chance to make a move. This battle was originally planned meticulously, with a big chance of victory, but the situation changed drastically in an instant. The ghost-faced demon Venerable's strength was beyond everyone's expectations, especially with the Verdant Gate base's Grade-E evil formation. This was a huge disadvantage for Qin Feng and the others. Qin Feng, you can die now. The ghost-faced demon Venerable did not speak any nonsense. His hands moved quickly. A ball of black fog formed into a palm shape, quickly approaching Qin Feng. A roar came from the sky, Golden Fur Lion King flew over with the dragon slaughtering saber. He was after all a rancor at the 4th level of true Qi, immediately fighting with the ghost-faced demon Venerable. Although Qin Feng and Shun Long were trapped, the two of them could see the situation of the battle outside. Seeing Golden Fur Lion King still struggling to fight after being hit several times, Qin Feng's heart was burning with anxiety. Little Pig, how can we kill the ghost-faced demon Venerable? Qin Feng was furious, and he communicated with Little Pig through his mind. Master, there are many ways. You have a total of 192,000 Hedonist points, which is enough to buy a weapon that can kill the ghost-faced demon Venerable from the Star Technology interface. The power of the Fire Cloud Cannon is not enough to kill the ghost-faced demon Venerable. Master can also use the remaining 2 character draw cards to draw a hero. If you are lucky, you can draw a hero that is more powerful than the ghost-faced demon Venerable. Master can continue to kill the Verdant Gate evil cultivators and continue to upgrade the Killer Book. As long as you upgrade it by 2 more levels, you can completely defeat the ghost-faced demon Venerable. Chapter 1150. Ding! The Hedonist Sovereign System has issued a chain mission. Destroy the Verdant Gate. Time limit, 6 months. Main mission, Verdant Gate Annihilation. Kill the Ghost-Face Evil Sovereign and destroy the 7 Star Mountains main base in the Verdant Gate River. Once the mission is completed, the reward will be 100,000 Hedonist points and a Ghost-Face Talisman. Side mission, destroy the Verdant Gate. Kill the 5 kings of the Verdant Gate with your own hands. Reward, 100,000 Hedonist points and 1 Ghost Head Talisman each. Side mission, destroy the Verdant Gate. Rescue the martial arts world, the Dragon Sect, and the big and small clans. Lead everyone to destroy the 36 bases of the Verdant Gate. Reward, 100,000 Hedonist points. Just as Little Pig was giving Qin Feng a few suggestions on how to defeat the Ghost-Face Evil Lord, the system suddenly issued a new mission. At this time, Qin Feng was still trapped in the black fog, so he didn't have the time to carefully analyze each mission. Now that he had raised the Killer Book to level 8, his strength was comparable to a true Qi stage for a cultivator, so he didn't suffer much damage from the explosion of the black fog. However, the divine dragon's body was covered in blood, and it felt like it couldn't hold on much longer. A strange energy wave suddenly spread. Qin Feng had already subdued the divine dragon's sovereign peace system. With a thought, the soul-breaking sword flew into the divine dragon's hand. Senior Divine Dragon, get out of the way. The evil lord is too powerful. Let me deal with him. The soul-breaking sword glowed faintly in the divine dragon's hand, but the pink light didn't disappear. It created a small space around the divine dragon. The explosions continued, but the divine dragon didn't feel like he was being attacked anymore. Boom! Roar! The white demonic ape and the golden lion king were attacking the evil lord together. Their strength couldn't be underestimated, but they were still no match for the ghost-face evil lord. They could only hold on and buy time for the others. The divine dragon leaped to the city gate and dragged the girls away. The disciples of the Serenity couldn't hold on any longer. Just standing in the Verdant Gate's base was enough to suffocate them. In the end, they had no choice but to go outside to take a breather. Xiao Shishir and Yin Wushuang refused to leave. Xiao Shishir had just woken up from her coma. She immediately commanded the white-haired demonic ape to attack the evil dominator. Yin Wushuang knew she could not defeat the evil dominator and the demon king. Therefore, she decided to kill the disciples of the Verdant Gate to vent her anger. The divine dragon's white figure flickered. After sending off the Serenity disciples, it had already returned to the battlefield and was currently engaged in an intense battle with the ghost-faced demon king. Evil cultivators kept pouring out of the 7 Star Mountains base. Hundreds and thousands of evil cultivators surrounded Yin Wushuang and Xiao Shishir. Qin Feng was still trapped in the black mist, and the Golden Fur Lion King and the Divine Dragon were at a disadvantage in their battle. At the same time, In the 34 Verdant Gate bases in China and the Verdant Gate base in Galliford Town in the United States, various martial arts heroes and disciples of the Dragon Sect and the Great Clans were in trouble. In the Galliford Town base in the United States, Qin Fan contacted Dracula and led the Blood Clan members to attack the base. Initially, the Blood Clan members attacked the base ferociously as if they were about to take down the base. However, the ghost-faced Demon King counterattacked at the last moment and activated the Evil formation, turning the tide of the battle. In the Shaolin Temple base, the 18 Bronze Men formation had been destroyed. Many Shaolin disciples were severely injured. The Dragon Sect members and disciples of the Great Clans who rushed to the base were also in trouble. The Evil formation in the base was so powerful that it suppressed the strength of the traditional martial arts cultivators by almost half. On the other hand, the strength of the Verdant Gate Evil cultivators was rising rapidly in the Evil formation. The longer the battle went on, the more the martial arts cultivators would suffer. The Wu Dang 13 Sword formation was destroyed, and so was the Amei Illusory formation. After the 4 dragons and 3 tigers of China entered their respective bases, their strength was greatly reduced. They could not even reach stage 9 inner chi. The clans in the provincial capital and the 4 cities of the Yun province were weak to begin with. Now that they had entered the Verdant Gate base, they were like rookies that could be bullied. The encirclement and annihilation of the Verdant Gate was mighty, and everyone was full of confidence. However, halfway through the battle, all 36 bases were in danger. It was beyond everyone's expectation. In the Systems Heroes League channel, everyone was shouting for Qin Feng's help. "Brother-in-law, how are things on your side? I'm in danger. I can't help but feel that the Verdant Gate base is very strange. I can only exert 60% of my strength." Yun Zhe sounded anxious. "Brother Yun Zhe, which base are you at? I'll bring some people to help you now." Lu Jie was arranged to stay in Hero City by Qin Feng. When he heard that Yun Zhe was calling for help, Lu Jie was so anxious that he screamed, "Boss, can you say something? If you don't say anything, long hair, and I will lead the phone group and kill our way there." Qin Feng, Qin Feng. The women in Hero City were calling for Qin Feng anxiously in their minds, but there was no reply from Qin Feng for a long time. When Qin Yi learned that all the bases were in danger, he was so anxious that he was sweating profusely. Qin Yi quickly understood that he had been used by the Verdant Gate. How could it be so easy to find out the information about the 36 bases? This was a trap set by the Verdant Gate. Those Verdant Gate bastards. I'm going to fight them. Qin Yi was flustered and exasperated. As the chief advisor, he contributed to the strategy, but the result was that the people of the martial arts world and Big Brother Qin were in deep trouble. Although this was not the result that Qin Yi wanted, he blamed himself for everything. Qin Feng felt extremely guilty. He wished he could exchange his life for everyone's return. The 36 Verdant Gate bases were in a mess. The Hero City in Acropolis City was in a mess. The Systems Heroes League channel kept shouting, but there was no reply from Qin Feng. Everyone's hearts were about to jump out of their throats. A bad premonition arose in their hearts. However, the women refused to accept this fact. Lin Bei was so anxious that she kept wiping away her tears. Rumble. At this moment, a loud noise exploded in the women's minds. Every member who joined the Systems Heroes League felt a majestic and holy silver light shoot out of their minds. In the Heroes League, the Dragon and Phoenix rankings let out several roars of dragons and phoenixes. The Gold and Gold League turned into the Silver Platinum League. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for spending 300,000 Hedonist points to upgrade the Gold League to the Platinum League. The Platinum League now has the ability to travel through time and space. Ding! Host Qin Feng borrowed 110,000 Hedonist points from a system. Host Qin Feng must repay the principal and interest within 3 months. The daily interest is 100 Hedonist points. The system's notifications kept ringing in Qin Feng's mind. After some consideration, he finally chose to activate the Platinum League to resolve this crisis. Qin Feng only had 192,000 Hedonist points and borrowed 110,000 Hedonist points from the system to upgrade the Gold League to the Platinum League. Before the upgrade, the Gold League could use the space-time door to transport items. After the upgrade, the Platinum League could use the space-time door to transport living creatures. Rumble, rumble. The loud noises kept ringing in everyone's mind. They were shocked by the loud noises in the Dragon and Phoenix rankings and thought that Qin Feng was in trouble. In the 7-star mountain base in the middle of the Sichuan River, Qin Feng was still shrouded in black mist. However, the loud noises kept ringing in the black mist. This time, it wasn't the black mist that caused the explosion. Instead, it was Qin Feng's body that exploded on its own. Qin Feng, are you all right? Master, what's wrong? The Divine Dragon and the Golden Fur Lion King were shocked by the loud noises. They couldn't care less about the battle anymore and rushed to the black mist where Qin Feng was. Yan Wushuang and Xiao Shi's faces were ashen. They were terrified by the strange phenomenon that happened to Qin Feng. If Qin Feng really died, the two ladies swore to avenge him. Rumble. The loud noises on Qin Feng's body didn't stop. Suddenly, rays of silver light shot out from his body. He looked like a god of war that descended from the sky. Even the dense black mist around him was penetrated by the silver light and dissipated rapidly. Buzz. The air around him vibrated, and a strange energy wave spread rapidly. The Divine Dragon and the Golden Fur Lion King were shocked when they rushed to Qin Feng's side. Did Qin Feng disappear from the black mist? Rumble. A massive explosion sounded out in the air above Acropolis City's Hero City. Silver light blossomed in the sky as if a hole had been torn open, and a figure covered in silver light descended from the sky, causing Lu Jie and the others to stare in shock and slack-jawed. What's that? Is that the Aurora celestial phenomenon? There's a silhouette. Be careful, everyone. Someone is attacking Hero City. Don't panic, everyone. That's Qin Feng. The entire Hero City was in chaos. All the ladies and the members of the phone group looked up at the sky. The silver light was so dazzling that they had to cover their faces with their hands. The silhouette in the light was getting closer and closer. Finally, the handsome and cold appearance became clearer. It's Qin Feng. It's really Qin Feng. Boss, don't scare me. Are you really dead? Are you going to heaven? Big brother, what's going on? Everyone rushed to Qin Feng. At this moment, Qin Feng had landed on the ground, and the silver light around him gradually dissipated. Everyone was confused by Qin Feng's sudden appearance. Logically speaking, Qin Feng should be attacking the Verdant Sect's main base at the 7-star mountain in the middle of the Sichuan province. Why did he suddenly travel through time and space? This was the power of the Platinum Alliance. Qin Feng had successfully traveled through time and space using the dimensional door. You damn fatty! Why are you cursing me to die every day? I'll come back and deal with you after I destroy the 36 bases of the Verdant Sect. Qin Feng kicked Lu Jie as soon as he landed. Lu Jie burst into tears of joy. This kick confirmed everyone that Qin Feng was still alive. Qin Feng, what's going on? Qin Feng. The Verdant Sect's base is surrounded by an evil formation. The heroes of the martial arts world and the members of the Dragon Sect are trapped there. Hurry up and lead everyone to rescue them. Zhaoling Xian and the other women surrounded Qin Feng, and they all chattered away, asking him endless questions. The reason why Qin Feng traveled to Hero City first was that he was afraid the ladies would get excited and attack the Verdant Sect's base. Secondly, it was Qin Feng's first time traveling through time and space using the dimensional door. Chapter 1151. In an experimental base of Verdant Sect. Sect leader Yuanji of Shaolin Temple was wearing a tattered golden kasaya. His body was covered in blood, but he still held tightly onto the staff in his hand, leading the few remaining disciples of Shaolin Temple in a bloody battle. The 18 bronze men formation of Shaolin Temple had been broken. The disciples of Shaolin Temple were in disarray and some of them fell into a pool of blood from time to time. It was a fierce battle. Even though the disciples of the dragon sect and various clans had come to help, they were still at a disadvantage. They were unable to unleash their full strength in the evil formation. Swordsman Ji, take everyone and leave first. I'll stay here and stop them. Yuan Ji could feel the inner chi in his body starting to run out. He knew that they would all die at this rate. Blue Dragon Ji Ye's silver armor was broken and his body was covered in wounds, but he did not back down. He yelled at the disciples behind him, "All of you, retreat. Leave this to the Dragon Sect and Shaolin Temple." Those who came to the base were the Yun clan of the capital city. Yun Zhe would never leave. He gritted his teeth and picked up his fiery rod. As if he could not hear Ji Ye's yell, he continued to fight with the fiery rod. Killing one evil cultivator was a guarantee, and killing one more was a bonus. Everyone was aware of the current situation, but none of them fled. They would rather die on the battlefield than surrender to the evil cultivators of Verdant Sect. Looking at the brave and unyielding heroes and warriors behind him, sect leader Yuanji put on a kind smile. He put his palms together, and suddenly a golden light burst out from his body. Ji Yi looked anxious. "Master Yuanji, please stop. We can hold on." Sect leader Yuanji was going to unleash his chi burst, and he was going to do it completely. After unleashing his chi burst, he would be able to activate the invincible golden body of Shaolin Temple. His strength would skyrocket, and his defense would be astonishing. During the two martial world disturbances, Monk Yuanxing and Uncle Master Yuanjin of Shaolin Temple had both activated the invincible golden body. However, after activating the invincible golden body, one's cultivation level would be severely damaged. Sect leader Yuanji was trying to unleash his chi burst by destroying his Dantian. Swordsman Ji, the disciples of my Buddhist sect have suffered heavy casualties. As a sect leader, how can I drag out an ignoble existence? You don't have to stop me. Once I activate my invincible golden body, I'll kill them all. Sect leader Yuanji had made up his mind. He wanted to kill as many evil cultivators as possible before he died. The golden light was so bright that even Ji Yi had to cover his eyes. Sect leader Yuanji was about to activate his golden body when a silver light suddenly descended from the sky. The blinding light instantly overpowered the golden light. The leader of the martial arts world, Qin Feng, is here. Sect leader Yuanji, please stop. Rumble. His roar was like thunder, and Qin Feng crashed to the ground amidst the rumbling thunder. The houses around him instantly collapsed, and there was no living thing within 10 meters of Qin Feng. The heretic cultivators were sent flying into the air. Pink light flickered, and they were instantly sliced into pieces by the flying swords. The entire base suddenly fell silent. Be it the people from the Shaolin Dragon sect or the Verdant sect, all of them were stunned by Qin Feng's godlike entrance. They had forgotten that they were in the middle of a fierce battle, and the Verdant sect heretic cultivators just wanted to turn around and run. Qin Feng? Are you really Qin Feng? How is this possible? Weren't you trapped in the 7-star mountain? You should have been killed by the Lord Evil Dominator by now. A guardian elder of the base stared at Qin Feng in disbelief. His eyes almost dropped to the ground. Sect leader Yuanji and Ji Yi finally came to their senses. They quickly rushed to Qin Feng's side, and the despair in their hearts was instantly replaced with hope. "Brother Qin Feng, it's really you. How did you get here?" Ji Yi could not figure out why Qin Feng had come here from the sky. "Alliance leader Qin, you came at the right time. I almost passed away." Sect leader Yuanji smiled bitterly. His Dharma name was really amazing. The disciples of the Shaolin Dragon sect, the Yun family, and the Shaolin Dragon sect were a little slow to react, but they quickly gathered around Qin Feng and cheered. "Great! Alliance leader Qin is here. We're saved. All hail Senior Azure Dragon. Quick, lead the Dragon sect and kill all these heretic cultivators. Brother-in-law, you're finally here. How's your main base?" Qin Feng glanced at the ground and saw corpses everywhere. Many of them were from the Shaolin Dragon sect and the Shaolin Dragon sect. Seeing so many of his brothers being buried here, Qin Feng was enraged. Qin Feng, how dare you come here? He he he. But what can you do even if you come? Every base of the verdant sect has set up a evil formation. You'll die even if you come here. After a brief moment of fear, the verdant sect's grand guardian suddenly let out a strange laugh. In the eyes of the verdant sect's heretic cultivators, Qin Feng was as terrifying as a demon. But that was the situation outside. Now that they were in the verdant sect's base, they were full of confidence. As long as the evil formation was in place, they were invincible. Rumble. As soon as the verdant sect's grand guardian finished his sentence, a loud explosion sounded. The strange laughter was still echoing in the valley, but the grand guardian's body was blown up by a ball of flame and turned into ashes. Qin Feng did not stop attacking. Due to the urgency of the situation, there were still 35 bases waiting for him to rescue after he had finished off this base. With a flash of pink light, Qin Feng had disappeared and reappeared high in the sky. Not long ago, Qin Feng had upgraded the 5-elemental formation to the formation of heaven and earth. He stood in the sky and overlooked the verdant sect's base. Soon, he found the formation core of the evil formation. Then he shot out several balls of destructive fire and smashed them on a magnificent building in the base. Senior GE, Sect Leader UNG, attack that building with me. That's the formation core of the evil formation. Once we destroy it, we'll be able to break the formation. Qin Feng's thunderous roar brought everyone back to their senses. They hastily launched their attacks at the tallest building. For a moment, the sky was filled with a rain of fire. Sword light and saber shadows blotted out the sky. In less than half a minute, the tall and magnificent building collapsed with a loud bang. Damn it, the evil formation has been destroyed. What should we do? The verdant sect's heretic cultivators turned pale with fright when they saw the formation core was destroyed. The commander-in-chief of this base, the Grand Guardian, was burned to ashes by Qin Feng. Now that the formation core was destroyed, the whole verdant sect's base was in a mess. Senior GE, Sect Leader UNG, the evil formation has been destroyed. I'll leave the rest to you guys. I'll make a move first. Qin Feng left immediately after he destroyed the formation. A silver light flashed on his body, and he disappeared into the night sky. Qin Feng came and went like the wind. It was as if he had never been here. However, the dark mist and evil energy above the verdant sect's base disappeared quickly. The moon was bright, and the stars were sparse. Everyone's inner chi that had been suppressed inside their bodies surged out. All of this proved that Qin Feng had been here, and the evil formation had been destroyed by him. Kill the members of the dragon sect. It's time to avenge our brothers. Ji bellowed. The aura of a stage 9 inner chi cultivator gushed out and smashed a dozen heretic cultivators into meat paste. The Shaolin Temple's 18 bronze men formation was set up again. The Yin family members regained their fighting spirit. After the evil formation disappeared, they felt as if they had been rejuvenated. The group of heretic cultivators was like a paper tiger that was destroyed with a single strike. In the following period of time, dozens of strange phenomena appeared in the sky above China. A silver light suddenly blossomed, illuminating the entire night sky. Due to the dazzling light, no one could see Qin Feng, who was descending from the sky. The ordinary people of China were watching the strange phenomena, but they were clueless. They thought it was another strange phenomenon that only happened once in 100 years. One by one, the verdant sect's bases turned defeat into victory because of Qin Feng's sudden appearance. Every time Qin Feng transmigrated, he would not stop for long. Once he destroyed the evil formation, he would rush to the next location. Qin Feng swept through all 33 verdant sect bases in China. His body glowed brightly as he arrived at the base in Zhongchuan City, Hong Kong. This base was not to be underestimated. It was one of the 3 major bases of the verdant sect. It was personally guarded by one of the 5 kings, Dao King Gul. When Qin Feng arrived at the base, he saw the flames of war raging in the sky. Although there were no firearms and only cold weapons, the intensity of the battle was no less than a technological war. The leader of the Hong sect, Ao Wuchang, led 300 disciples of the Hong sect to the battlefield. Ao Shaowan insisted on coming with his brother when he learned of the situation. Qin Feng even saw Li Ye in the midst of the battle. The girl had learned about the plan to attack the Verdant sect from the Hero Alliance in the system. She immediately led a team of Hong Kong police to assist them. The situation was obvious. Ao Wuchang was losing ground. The evil formation in this base was more powerful than the other bases. Ao Wuchang and the disciples of the Hong sect were greatly suppressed and couldn't use their full strength. As for the police officers brought by Li Ye, although they were armed to the teeth and carried guns, they were just ordinary people. As soon as they entered the base, their bodies were invaded by a strong, evil energy. They fell unconscious before they could even fire a single bullet. Shaowan, hurry up and escape with your sister Li Ye. Ao Wuchang was covered in blood. He stood in front of his sister and Li Ye with a saber in his hand. The two girls couldn't be of any help, but they refused to leave. Voila! Dao King Ghoul's sharp claws landed and instantly left 5 bloody wounds on Ao Wuchang's arm. The evil energy surged into the wounds, causing them to rot and ooze black blood. You monster! How dare you hurt my brother? I'll kill you! Tears welled up in Ao Shaowan's eyes. She didn't care if she could defeat Dao King Ghoul or not. She swung her saber and slashed at Dao King Ghoul's chest. GGG. A silly little girl like you want to harm this king's life? Go to hell. Dao King Ghoul's face was covered by a ghost mask. His smile was extremely eerie and horrifying. His palms were wrinkled and withered like the bark of an old tree, but his fingers grew sharp nails that were sharper than blades. Voila! Chapter 1152. Ao Shaowan could already feel death looming over her. At this moment of life and death, her mind was filled with memories of her time with Qin Feng. That period of time was funny and warm. Ao Shaowan's beautiful eyes were moist, and she didn't know if she was crying tears of happiness or regret. Swoosh! A white light flashed, and Taoist Rakshasa's sharp claw was less than a centimeter away from Ao Shaowan's forehead. However, it suddenly froze in the air and didn't fall. Ao Shaowan felt that her body was being hugged by a strong and powerful arm. She quickly turned her head to look, and tears suddenly burst out like a spring. She couldn't control them at all. Qin Feng? It's really Qin Feng. Ao Shaowan hugged Qin Feng tightly and was too excited to speak. Qin Feng always appeared at the most critical moment. Ao Wuchang and Li Ye screamed in shock. Taoist Rakshasa was still standing in the same place, looking at his right hand with a dumbfounded expression. That hand seemed to have lost all feeling and was not under his control at all. However, in the next second, he felt a piercing pain coming from his wrist. With a slight sound, a bloody mark appeared on his wrist. His entire right hand suddenly fell to the ground, blood gushing out like a fountain. Li Ye and Ao Shaowan were frightened by this strange and bloody scene. The two girls didn't even see the wind blade that Qin Feng shot out. They thought that Taoist Rakshasa's hand had fallen off by itself. Ao. You are Qin Feng? You are Qin Feng. How dare you cut off this king's hand? This king will tear you into pieces. Taoist Rakshasa screamed in pain. He was wearing a ghost mask, so no one could see his expression at the moment. However, it was easy to guess that he was in pain. Qin Feng hugged Ao Shaowan and patted her head. Then he shielded Ao Shaowan and Li Ye behind him and stood side by side with Ao Wuchang in front of everyone. Division Leader Wuchang, I'm late. You have suffered. Qin Feng smiled at Ao Wuchang. Ao Wuchang's face was swollen, but he endured the pain and laughed heartily. It's good that you came. Otherwise, I could have held on for a long time. Qin Feng punched Ao Wuchang's arm and said, That's right. Brother Wuchang is the division leader of the Hong sect. If it weren't for the evil formation in this base, Division Leader Wuchang would have killed all these bastards. Yes. You're right, Brother Qin. Ao Wuchang nodded earnestly. Although the members of the Hong sect had suffered heavy casualties, they were not afraid at all because of their faith in Chun Fan. Qin Fan's appearance boosted everyone's morale. The news of him being China's Azure Dragon and the Martial Alliance Master had long since spread to Hong Kong. Qin Fan didn't waste any time. After greeting Ao Wuchang, he turned into a pink light and disappeared. In the next second, with a loud bang, ghastly Dao King was sent flying into the sky. Huh! A blood-colored whip shadow appeared in the sky. Qin Fan took Hua Yan's blood shadow whip from the Heroes Alliance and whipped the ghastly-faced Dao King with it. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Fan for killing 1,500 evil cultivators and leveling up the killer book to level 9. Qin Fan had been killing the evil cultivators of the Verdant Sect. Unknowingly, he had upgraded the killer book to level 9. Under the effects of the killer book, Qin Fan's strength was increased by 5 times. True Qi gushed out of his body, making him look like an immortal descending from the sky. Qin Fan's strength was unpredictable. The ghastly-faced Dao King, who had the strength of a stage 3 true Qi cultivator, couldn't even withstand a single blow from him. Ever since Qin Fan appeared, the ghastly-faced Dao King didn't even have a chance to attack or counterattack. Pa! 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 The blood-colored whip shadow filled the sky and dyed the night sky red. The ghastly-faced Dao King's ear-piercing screams echoed in the surroundings. The Verdant Sect evil cultivators on the ground were dumbfounded. The ghastly-faced Dao King was their king, the leader of this base, but Qin Fan treated him like a little chick. Huh! Big brother Qin Fan, beat him up. Beat this monster to death. Ao Shaoan, who had almost died in the hands of the ghastly-faced Dao King, clapped his hands and cheered excitedly. Crackle! The whip shadow was like a curtain, and its strength kept increasing. When it landed on the ghastly-faced Dao King's body, a series of explosions sounded like firecrackers. Ghastly-faced Dao King, how dare you hurt my Hong Sex brothers and almost kill my little girlfriend? Ao Shaoan. I'll make you regret it today. Invincible Golden Body had long been activated. Qin Fan's body glowed with a golden light as he stood on the starry sky, flying sword, and hovered in the air. The blood-red whip shadow flew up and down. At this moment, he looked like a demon from hell. His surging, killing intent stunned even Ao Wuchang. Rumble. After an unknown amount of time, the ghastly-faced Dao King's body suddenly exploded. Dense black mist scattered in all directions. Qin Fan immediately took out the soul-breaking sword and madly swung it in the black mist. The evil Qi and the black mist formed a powerful black tornado. Head leader Wuchang, bring everyone out first. I'll destroy the evil formation of this base. Qin Fan's voice was like thunder. Ao Wuchang and the others hastily retreated. After everyone ran out of the base, the soul-breaking sword in Qin Fan's hand suddenly slashed down. The violent black wind condensed and rushed toward a building on the ground. The center of the building was the core of the formation, but it was instantly destroyed by the black tornado. Rumble. Rumble. However, the black tornado did not disappear. Under Qin Fan's control, it quickly swept across the entire Verdant Sect base. With the death of the ghastly-faced Dao King and the destruction of the evil formation, the Verdant Sect's heretical cultivators in the base fell into chaos. No one dared to fight Qin Fan with their lives on the line. The black tornado destroyed the buildings in the base and razed everything in its path to the ground. Many Verdant Sect's disciples who were running away were sucked into the black tornado and were instantly crushed into pieces. Ao Wuchang led the members of the Hong sect to guard the city gate. Any Verdant Sect disciple who tried to escape was killed by them. The Verdant Sect's main base in Zhongchuan City of Hong Kong had been destroyed. One of the 5 kings of the Verdant Sect had died. Now, only the ghastly-faced Demon King and the ghastly-faced Strength King were left. Qin Fan stood on top of the building. Ever since he upgraded his Gold Alliance to Platinum Alliance, it only took him half an hour to completely turn the tide of the Verdant Sect siege. He had also completed some of the quests issued by the system not long ago. Qin Fan's body emitted rays of silver light and disappeared into the sky again. One of the verdant sect's 3 main bases had been destroyed. This time, Qin Fan teleported to America's Galliford town base using the space-time gate. The silver light radiating from the sky scared both sides into stopping their attacks. Count had led 20 Blood Clan elites and an army to attack the verdant sect's base. He had thought that this force would be enough to subdue the verdant sect, but it was only after he arrived that he realized how powerful the verdant sect was. These evil cultivators from China had strange moves, and their methods were vicious and cruel. They had killed many Blood Clan elites. What the hell is that? Count looked at the remaining 15 meters of Blood Clan members behind him. His heart was burning with rage. I guess they're the verdant sect's reinforcements. My prince, this is China's verdant sect's base, and the verdant sect is a heretical cultivator of China. If the Chinese government doesn't attack us, why are we risking our lives here? The Blood Clan elites were puzzled, especially when they were in a disadvantageous position. They didn't want to fight anymore. Count's expression was solemn and dignified. On one side were his family members, and on the other side was Qin Fan's request. He didn't want to let either side down, but he realized that he had let both sides down. All of you, retreat with your troops. Leave now. Count saw that the silver light in the sky was about to hit the ground. Without any hesitation, he ordered the Blood Clan members behind him. Count planned to fight to the death alone. This way, he could give Qin Fan an explanation. Prince Count, aren't you going to retreat with us? The group of Blood Clan elites didn't leave. They followed Count as their leader. I told you to leave, so leave now. It'll be too late if you don't leave now. Count's roar was like thunder. The 15 Blood Clan elites suddenly stopped in their tracks. Prince Count, we won't leave if you don't. Although I don't know why my prince is helping China, we are all from the Blood Clan. We pledge our lives to follow Prince Count. All the Blood Clan members surrounded Count, ready to protect Prince Count with their lives. Count felt a surge of warmth in his heart. He was proud of the Blood Clan. Rumble. The silver light in the sky had already hit the ground, creating a huge crater. The surrounding buildings collapsed with a loud rumble. Dozens of verdant sect disciples were blasted into pieces by the violent airflow before they could even react. TSK. You vampires are really despicable. Even a Chinese government doesn't dare to suppress the verdant sect. Since you've come here to die, I'll fulfill your wish. A strange laughter sounded. A black figure suddenly flew down from the sky. It was the Ghostface Force King who was guarding this base. Count had fought with the Ghostface Force King several times before. The Blood Clan had always been known for their speed and strength. However, after a few exchanges, Count discovered that the Ghostface Force King was so strong that even he couldn't defeat it. Rumble. This time, the Ghostface Force King obviously unleashed all of his strength. Before the punch landed, a violent explosion sounded in the air. The air in front of Count was instantly shattered. The wind generated by the punch traveled so fast that Count didn't even have time to react before an aura of death enveloped him. Swoosh! A pink light flashed. Count was about to meet the Ghostface Force King's punch with all his might when he found his body flying high in the sky. In the next second, Count looked at the rapidly retreating mountain range under his feet in disbelief. Then, he looked at Qin from beside him and shouted, "Brother Qin Fan, am I dreaming? Am I already dead?" Qin Fan had arrived just in time. He felt a lingering fear in his heart. If he was a second late, Count could have died under the Ghostface Force King's all-out attack. You are an undying and indestructible Blood Clan member. What nonsense are you spouting? Now go to the side and watch me avenge you. As soon as Qin Fan's voice fell, Count found himself in a safe place. He looked up and saw a pink light flashing in the sky. It was Qin Fan's figure. Who are you? The Ghostface Force King was so angry that he screamed on the roof after missing his attack. He looked at the pink light flashing in the sky, and his expression suddenly became sinister. Chapter 1153. The Ghostface Force King was very angry because he didn't have a master. Qin Fan was taking advantage of him. As one of the 5 kings of the verdant sect, the Ghostface Force King had eaten so many corpses and rotten meat in his life but this was the first time someone dared to take advantage of him. You're Qin Feng? Don't try to fool me. Qin Feng has been trapped by the evil lord and is probably dead by now. The Verdant Sect's base in America's Galliford town was built in the style of an American castle. The Ghost-Face Force King stood at the peak of a magnificent castle, his eyes constantly moving as he tried to locate the pink figure. However, the Ghost-Face Force King couldn't find Qin Feng at all. Now that Qin Feng had leveled up the killer book to the 9th level, his speed had increased by 5 times. He was faster than the wind swoosh. With a flash of pink light, Qin Feng's figure suddenly appeared. He stood on the pink starry sky, flying sword, and hovered in the air opposite the Ghost-Face Force King, looking at him indifferently. You've really closed off the news. Now that the situation has changed, out of the 36 bases in the Verdant Sect, only your base and the 7-star mountain base are left. The rest have all been destroyed. Don't worry, I'll send you to hell now. Qin Feng flew in the air for a long time. The Ghost-Face Force King and Count didn't know what Qin Feng was flying for. Was he showing off that he could fly? At this moment, the two of them looked around and were instantly dumbstruck. The base's buildings had collapsed, and the hundreds of Verdant Sect disciples had been blown to ashes. The Ghost-Face Force King's expression became serious, and a trace of fear arose in his heart. Qin Feng was famous in the Verdant Sect. He was a wanted person personally ordered by the evil lord to be arrested. It was said that Qin Feng's cultivation method was even more evil than the Verdant Sect's, and his methods were even more vicious and cruel. The Ghost-Face Force King thought that Qin Feng was dead, but at this moment, he was hovering in the air with his sword like a god. Nonsense. Every base of the Great Verdant Sect is protected by the Great Evil Formation. No matter how strong you are, you won't be able to unleash your full potential under the suppression of the Great Evil Formation. I think you must have been hunted down by the Evil Lord in Huaxia, so you fled to the United States because you couldn't stay there any longer. TSK. The ghost-faced Power King seemed to have understood, and a strange laugh came out of its mouth. The sound did not sound like it came from a human. It sounded like two pieces of iron rubbing against each other at high speed. Dracula and the other vampires got goosebumps just from hearing it. Rumble. Halfway through his laughter, a loud noise suddenly came from behind him, and the smile on his face froze. Looking at the evil formation's formation, being destroyed, the Ghost-Face Force King felt like he had seen a ghost. Are you talking about this formation? I'm sorry, but I've already broken it for you. Qin Feng sneered. The Ghost-Face Force King could not come back to his senses for a long time. The great evil formation was really destroyed by Qin Feng, and the evil qi in the air above the base was quickly dissipating. The Ghost-Face Force King also felt his strength rapidly retreating. Originally, he could erupt with the strength of true Qi stage 4 in the formation, but now he was only left with the strength of true Qi stage 3. Very well, Qin Feng. If you really want to have a life and death struggle with the Verdant Sect, then this prince will come and destroy you. The Ghost-Face Force King was furious. He didn't dare to waste any more time. If he didn't kill Qin Feng now, he wouldn't be able to kill Qin Feng when his strength dropped. Rumble. A loud noise came from the void. It was the sound of the Ghost-Face Force King's fist breaking through the airflow. The air in front of Qin Feng suddenly exploded into a vacuum state, and the fist wind came at a rapid speed, as if it contained the power to topple mountains and overturn seas. Brother Qin Feng, be careful. Count, who had personally experienced the power of the Ghost-Face Force King, screamed in fear. Qin Feng, on the other hand, stood in the air on his flying sword and didn't move an inch. After upgrading the People Book to the 9th level, even he didn't know how powerful he was now. However, Qin Feng could feel that the power of the Ghost Mask King's punch was really weak. Rumble. Qin Feng punched out with both fists, and the weather changed. Among the dark clouds, the sound of thunder came from all directions, as if there was a divine dragon roaring in the clouds. After his strength soared, the power of Qin Feng's special Thunder Tiger fists increased, and a hurricane suddenly formed in front of Qin Feng. The hurricane flew forward, and the Ghost Face Force King's fist wind was instantly swallowed by the Thunder Tiger fists. Bang! 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 The hurricane had already surrounded the Ghost Face Force King. The Ghost Face Force King didn't even have the strength to resist. His body was hit by the hurricane, and in a short while, he exploded into pieces. The hurricane swept past, and everything in its path was in a mess. Count and the 15 Blood Tribe elites were dumbfounded. All of them were highly skilled experts, but after witnessing Qin Feng's strength, they immediately felt as weak as a baby. Rumble, rumble. Qin Feng stood on his flying sword and hovered in the air, shooting the heavenly eagle bow in his hand. The dark night sky was illuminated by dozens of purple heavenly eagles swooping down. The heavenly eagles roared as they landed on the ground like bombs. The entire Verdant Gate base in Galliford was blown up beyond recognition, as if a war had just broken out. Brother Count, the Verdant Gate base here has been destroyed. Thank you for leading the Blood Clan members to help us. If you need my help in the future, just let me know. After destroying the Verdant Gate base in Galliford, Qin Feng leaped and landed beside Count. The Blood Clan members gathered around him. None of them dared to look at Qin Feng's eyes. When did Huaxia have such a powerful king? He alone was comparable to a fully armed elite special force in the United States. Huh, what help? In the end, you single-handedly destroyed the base. I really can't keep up with your pace. How did you improve so fast? Count hadn't completely recovered from the shock of Qin Feng's strength. Not long ago, Qin Feng came to the United States to participate in the Cannes Film Festival. At that time, Count had fought with Qin Feng. How did Qin Feng's strength double in such a short time? Qin Feng didn't want to explain about the Hedonist sovereign system, so he just smiled and said nothing. Count continued, "This is Major General Qin Feng of the United States General Military Region. Why don't you greet him?" The 15 Blood Clan elites were startled. They stared at Qin Feng with their eyes wide open. Qin Feng was only in his early 20s. He was the youngest among them, but he was so powerful that he was a Major General of the United States General Military Region. Wasn't this guy from China? How did he become a Major General of the United States General Military Region? Count smiled and explained. The William family's supernatural base incident was a mission that Bro Qin Feng and I completed together. After that mission, Bro Qin Feng was promoted to the rank of Major General of the U.S. Army's headquarters. Count looked at the crowd in astonishment. The crowd exclaimed again. The William family's special ability base incident was a major mission that caused a sensation in the United States General Military Region. Even General Bayangda was arrested. After the mission was completed, the news spread for quite a while in the United States General Military Region. General Qin Feng. After confirming Qin Feng's identity, the 15 Blood Clan elites became solemn. They stood ramrod straight and saluted Qin Feng. Then, he looked at Dracula and said, "Brother Dracula, the Verdant Sect's main base in China's 7-Star Mountain has not been eradicated yet. That place is the most important battle, so I don't want to stay here any longer. I need to go back now." With Qin Feng's brutal killing, the Verdant Sect's encirclement and annihilation operation had reversed. Of the 36 Verdant Sect bases in China, 35 had been eradicated. Qin Feng had killed 4 of the Verdant Sect's 5 kings. Now, only the Ghost-Face Evil Dominator and the Ghost-Face Demon King were left. Count was oblivious to Qin Feng's silver glow. He said to Qin Feng, "All right, Brother Qin Feng, I'll send a helicopter to send you back to China. You can contact the Chinese Dragon Sect and ask the Chinese government to let us use the helicopter." Count was about to make the call when the Blood Clan members behind him screamed, "Prince Count, see General Qin Feng is missing." Fuck. He's really missing? Brother Qin Feng, where are you? Do you still want the helicopter? Qin Feng could not use the helicopter, so he used the space-time door and returned to the Verdant Sect's main base in China's 7-Star Mountain. Half an hour ago, Qin Feng had been fighting a bloody battle here. Now that he had returned, the battle in the base seemed to be coming to an end. The Serenity's disciple was severely injured. Hua Xianyu's white clothes were stained with blood. Xiao Shishir had fainted, and Yin Wushuang's black leather clothes and pants were torn with dozens of cuts. Her clothes were stained with blood. The injuries of these women were considered light. The ones who suffered the most serious injuries were the divine dragon, the golden fur lion king, and the white fur demonic ape. The white fur demonic ape was lying in a huge pit. Its white fur had turned blood red. It looked like a red-furred demonic ape. Its eyelids were drooping, and it looked like it was on its last breath. The mystical dragon was also on his last legs. He was the undefeatable pinnacle of the Huaxia secular world. Ever since Qin Fan got to know the mystical dragon, he was always dressed in white, looking suave and elegant. At this moment, his hair was disheveled. If one did not look closely, one would not know that he was the mystical dragon. Roar! The golden fur lion king was the only one who could still fight. His golden hair was standing on end, and his blind eyes were bloodshot. The dragon-slaying saber in his hand had lost its golden luster, but he was still fighting with all his might. Blood flowed like a river on the ground. The verdant sect's disciples were all over the ground. The demonic face king was also badly injured, and his whole body was covered with black blood. Only the demonic face lord stood on top of a building. He looked like a shadow in the dark night. No one had seen his real face since he appeared, and no one knew whether the shadow was real or not. What's that? Qin Fang's body was covered in silver light as he descended from the sky. Everyone looked up to the sky. The golden fur lion king was overjoyed. He knew his master had returned. The demonic face king looked ferocious. He and the demonic face lord had received the news that the rest of the verdant sect's bases had been destroyed, and a silver light had appeared in the sky above each base. Chapter 1154. When the silver light fell, it was as if a holy light had illuminated the entire seven-star mountain base. The evil aura in the sky dissipated quickly, and the evil land seemed to have been cleansed by holiness. Divine Dragon and the women's tired faces were filled with surprise. When Qin Fan disappeared, the dazzling silver light appeared in the sky. Now that the silver light appeared again, everyone guessed that Qin Fan had returned. Wushuang, are you okay? The silver light landed among the women. Qin Fan hugged Yin Wushuang, who was covered in wounds, in his arms. His eyes were burning with anger. Yin Wushuang had managed to hold on until now with her willpower. She was already exhausted, and her hands, which were holding the flying dagger and the whip, were trembling. The moment she saw Qin Fan, her body went limp, and she fainted in Qin Fang's arms. Qin Fan, you're finally back. Huaxian rushed over with the women of the Serenity. Seeing Qin Fan back, everyone felt as if they had seen hope. Qin Fan put Yin Wushuang and Xiao Shi against the wall. He stuffed a few pills into their mouths and gently straightened their messy hair. Then he stood up. Golden Fur Lion King and Divine Dragon retreated. Both of them stood on the ground, panting heavily. Their physical strength had reached its limit. Qin Fan, you scared us to death. Why did you suddenly disappear? We thought you were dead. Divine Dragon looked at Qin Fan with surprise and joy. Qin Fan suddenly turned into a silver light and disappeared. Everyone thought he had been killed by ghastly face evil dominator, and nothing was left of him. Qin Fan looked at his friends and women who had fought to the death and were covered in wounds. The fire in his heart was about to burn him up. Rumble. A loud sound spread out. True chi surged out of Qin Fan's body. His whole body was set on fire. Under the destructive fire, he looked like a man on fire. Qin Fan, are you okay? Huaxian was frightened by the scene. She thought Qin Fan was sick. Divine Dragon also looked at Qin Fan nervously. Golden Fur Lion King knew his master very well. He knew it was the myriad beast true fire in his master's body that was activated. Don't worry, everyone. All you need to do is stay here and recuperate. The remaining 35 bases of Verdant Gate have been destroyed, and this main base is about to be destroyed as well. After tonight, Verdant Gate will be erased from China. China's Verdant sect was so powerful that even the Dragon sect and the outer martial world didn't dare to say that they could eradicate this heretical sect. At this moment, Qin Fang's body was glowing with golden light. His voice was so powerful that it sounded like rolling thunder. No one doubted his words. At this moment, he was like the ruler of the world. The mystical dragon and golden fur lion king could feel the change in Qin Fun's power. He had only been gone for half an hour, and his power had increased by several times. This huge change shocked the two of them. Even they could not see Qin Fun's current realm. Qin Feng, you're still alive? How dare you come back? The ghost-faced demon king on the roof finally came to its senses. It widened its sinister eyes and looked at Qin Feng, who was standing upright on the ground, in disbelief. On top of another building a few meters away, the ghost-faced evil elder stood with his hands behind his back like a shadow. However, the ghost-faced evil elder did not react, as if he did not see Qin Feng. Of course I'm still alive. I will definitely come back. Otherwise, who will come and destroy you evil beasts? Qin Feng looked at the ghost-faced demon king in midair. His eyes were burning with anger. The ghost-faced demon king was shocked. He could feel Qin Feng's sudden increase in power from tens of meters away. Oomph. Do you think you can destroy this base with just you? I'll destroy you first. The ghost-faced demon king suddenly disappeared and turned into a black shadow. Suddenly, a black wind blew in midair and quickly condensed into a hurricane, attacking Qin Feng and the others. Divine Dragon and Golden Fur Lion King's expressions immediately turned solemn. Both of them were already exhausted. Before the gale arrived, everyone could already sense the violent, evil aura. Divine Dragon and Golden Fur Lion King had the will, but they lacked the strength. They were already unable to withstand Ghost-Faced Demon King's powerful strike swoosh. The sound of wind breaking could be heard, but Qin Feng had already disappeared. Suddenly, a pink light appeared in the black wind. The light was weak and flickering, as if it would be extinguished by the wind at any time. The sound of an explosion had already spread out in the black wind. The pink light shot out, and Qin Feng appeared in the black mist with flames burning all over his body. He held a pink sword in his hand and waved it at lightning speed. Bang, 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 bang. The loud sounds came one after another. The mystical dragon and the others finally saw the source of the explosion. It was the sound coming from the body of the ghost-faced demon king. Under the soul-severing sword, the ghost-faced demon king's body seemed to be restrained. His eyes were filled with fear as he watched Qin Feng slash him into pieces with the sword. Everyone was dumbfounded. The mystical dragon and golden fur lion king were shocked. The ghost-faced demon king was comparable to a true Qi level 4 expert in the evil formation, but he was so weak in Qin Feng's hands. Hua Xianyu and the disciples of Serenity had their mouths wide open. At this moment, Qin Feng was incomparably handsome in everyone's heart. The verdant sect's evil cultivators were scared out of their wits. Their king was easily killed by Qin Feng. Qin Feng was like a divine soldier descending from the heavens, unstoppable. The evil lord who was standing in the darkness on the roof quietly watched this scene. He wanted to save the ghost-faced demon king, but he realized that Qin Feng was too fast. He didn't have the time to do anything. Rumble, rumble. Loud noises came one after another. Ghost-faced demon king's body exploded in the air like a brilliant firework. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the first side mission of Destroy the Verdant Sect. Personally kill the Verdant Sect's 5 kings. The system rewards host Qin Feng 100,000 hedonist points and 1 ghost head talisman for each of the 5 kings. As soon as the ghost-faced demon king was killed, the system beep sounded in Qin Feng's mind. At this moment, the Verdant Sect's 5 kings were all killed, and only the ghost-faced evil lord was left. Ayaya, Qin Feng. Today, either you die or I die. Before the explosion subsided, the ghost-faced evil lord's angry scream came from the sky. Seeing his favorite subordinate killed by Qin Feng, the ghost-faced evil lord was completely enraged. Rumble. A black shadow flickered, and before the mystical dragon and the others could see clearly, it had already arrived behind Qin Feng. A black mist palm condensed in the void and instantly enveloped the sky where Qin Feng was. Everyone was worried for Qin Feng. Hua Xianyu was still shouting Qin Feng's name, but there was a pink light flickering in the sky above the base, like a falling meteor shooting towards the ground. Ghost face evil lord, you are just SOSO. Rumble. Qin Feng's punch landed, and the weather changed drastically. Thunder rumbled, a giant dragon roared, and a hurricane landed on the ground. There was a black shadow that was hit, and it was the ghost face evil lord who was hiding. Qin Feng's punch landed, and the ghost face evil lord was already smashed into the deep pit. The pink light flickered, and in the next moment, two figures appeared in the sky. Qin Feng grabbed the ghost face evil lord with one hand and threw him out like a chick. Bang! The special Thunder Tiger fist struck towards the sky, and the ghost face evil lord was sent flying even higher into the sky. The mystical dragon and the others were already dumbfounded. Qin Feng's violent strength shocked everyone. He was actually beating up the ghost face evil lord. Qin Feng finally saw the appearance of the ghost face evil lord clearly. It was a terrifying face without facial features, and its skin was dark and wrinkled. When Qin Feng's fist hit the ghost face evil lord, it felt unreal. The ghost face evil lord was like an illusion. Qin Feng's fist could penetrate through the ghost face evil lord's body, but he couldn't see the blood, flesh, and evil qi. Rumble. Qin Feng couldn't care less. He was enraged when he saw Qiao Shi and Yin Wushuang. Now he vented all his anger on ghastly face evil reverend, beating him up until he almost flew into the sky. Swoosh! The pink light flashed again, and Qin Feng leaped to the top of the ghost face evil lord's head. The bottom of his feet instantly condensed a strong flame, and he descended quickly and fiercely stomped on the ghost face evil lord's chest. Rumble! In the next second, a huge pit appeared on the ground, as if a meteorite had fallen from the sky. The whole verdant sect's base shook, and almost all the houses and buildings were in ruins. The surroundings gradually fell into a dead silence, and only the sound of the explosions in the wind could be heard from time to time. The mystical dragon and the others still hadn't recovered from the shock. Qin Feng's sudden increase in strength was beyond their imagination, and the verdant sect's heretical cultivators were so scared that their legs were trembling. In just 10 minutes, Qin Feng had killed the Demon King and the Evil Lord, two high-ranking members of the verdant sect. Was the verdant sect going to be annihilated this time? Everyone, don't go there first. Let me see if this monster is dead or not. Qin Feng's voice resounded throughout the valley. The mystical dragon and golden fur lion king, who were about to rush to the edge of the pit to check the situation, stopped abruptly. A pink light flashed, and Qin Feng landed beside the pit. Qin Feng's stomp contained all the true qi in his body, and the pit he created was so deep that the bottom couldn't be seen, as if it was going to reach the center of the earth. The pit was pitch black, and nothing could be seen clearly. Not to mention, the ghost face evil lord was like a black shadow, and no one could tell whether he was dead or alive. Don't worry about the evil lord first. You guys help me break the base's evil array. Qin Feng didn't jump into the pit to check. He leaped up and quickly found the evil array eye of the Seven Star Mountain's main base. As long as the evil array was broken, even if the ghost face evil lord was still alive, he wouldn't have to be afraid of him. Rumble. The night sky was suddenly illuminated by dozens of fireballs. After Qin Feng found the array eye, he shot out dozens of destructive flames without hesitation. The mystical dragon and golden fur lion king recovered some true qi after resting for a while. They quickly launched attacks to help Qin Feng break the array. Not good, they're attacking the evil array. Everyone stop them, stop my ass. Ghostface Evil Lord and Lord Evil Lord have been killed by Qin Feng. Let's run for our lives, or we will die if we stay. Without a leader, the guardians and disciples of Verdant Sect suddenly became like headless flies. Some were defending the city, and some were running for their lives. For a moment, it was a mess. Qin Feng didn't care about those evil cultivators who were running for their lives. He concentrated on attacking the eye of the evil array. Many guardians rushed to the array, and launched a crazy attack in the sky. Rumble. A loud sound suddenly exploded, as if a crack was going to appear in the sky. Chapter 1155. What is this? Everyone be careful. Divine Dragon jumped from the top of a building to the entrance of the base. He stood in front of Qiao Shi and Yin Wu Shuang to protect the two girls. Golden Fur Lion King also stopped attacking and ran towards the Ladies of Serenity. At the eye of the formation, a black shadow floated up slowly. The black mist emitted from the shadow covered the eye of the formation. The sky was covered in darkness, and no one could see what was happening on the ground. Qin Feng stopped attacking the eye of the formation. An extremely dangerous aura was approaching him. The evil qi hidden in the black mist was even stronger than ghost face evil lords. Who are you? Qin Feng stood on his flying sword in the air and looked at the ground with a serious expression. The black mist lingered, and the black shadow that suddenly appeared could not be seen clearly. His whole body was hidden in the black mist, and no one could tell how many people were hiding in the black mist. Hee, you're asking me who I am? I'm the real body of Ghost Face Evil Lord. There was a strange laughter coming from the black mist. The voice was very ear-piercing, and it gave everyone goosebumps. Qin Feng and the rest's expression changed. The person in the black mist was the real body of Ghost Face Evil Lord. Then the one they had defeated was just a clone of the Evil Lord? I don't care if you're the real body or a clone. You dare to play tricks in front of me? Die. Qin Feng did not say anything after he regained his composure. He turned into a pink light and flashed away. In the next second, he held the soul-breaking sword in his hand and hid in the middle of the black mist. The face of Ghost Face Evil Lord that was hidden in the black mist became clear. It was the same hideous face without any facial features. It was exactly the same as the Ghost Face Evil Lord that Qin Feng had defeated earlier. Wong. He swung the sword. The soul-breaking sword's body rippled with a strange energy wave. The thick black mist and evil qi were quickly dispersed by the soul-breaking sword, and the Ghost Face Evil Lord's shadow disappeared. Rumble. In a blink of an eye, Qin Feng's back was hit by a palm. The violent aura seemed to be able to destroy the heaven and earth. It was more than twice as powerful as the Ghost Face Evil Lord. Before Qin Feng could react, he had already fallen into a deep pit on the ground. It was the pit that the Ghost Face Evil Lord had fallen into. How dare you demons harm Master? Watch my blade. Just as Qin Feng landed, the Golden Fur Lion King raised his blade in anger. The dragon slaughtering saber in his hand flashed with golden light once again, splitting the black fog in the sky. The great blade slashed down, slicing the air in half. The Ghost Face Evil Venerable stood on top of the building, causing the building to tremble. The Ghost Face Evil Venerable disappeared once again, sending the Golden Fur Lion King flying with another palm strike. One by one, the experts fell, and new experts rushed forward. The white shadow of the Divine Dragon flickered in the void. Both of its hands struck out continuously. The six-pulse legendary sword pierced through the sky. The sword lights were concentrated like rain, instantly landing on the body of the Ghost Face Evil Lord. This time, the Ghost Face Evil Venerable did not dodge. The sword chi was like nothing. It caused an intense explosion on the Ghost Face Evil Venerable's body, but it did not harm the Evil Venerable's body. Rumble. A cloud of black mist shot out and instantly hit the body of the Divine Dragon. The Divine Dragon also fell into the huge pit. The Verdant Sex base on the 7-star mountain had been reduced to ruins, and the experts of both sides had suffered heavy injuries. Ghost Face Evil Venerable stood alone on the highest roof. His face did not have any facial features, and it was impossible to see his emotions. Rumble. The black mist shot out in all directions, and the Verdant Sex Heretic Cultivator was dumbfounded. He was stunned for a moment, and his body was instantly turned into ashes. The Ghost Face Evil Venerable seemed to have gone mad, and he even started to kill his own subordinates. The verdant sex heretic cultivators screamed in pain, and it scared the others into running for their lives. You bunch of trash, instead of defending the array core, you want to abandon the city and run away? Do you really think this venerable is dead? This venerable is an immortal existence. The ghost-face evil venerable's angry roar shook the entire valley. He was angered by these cowardly subordinates. He sent out dozens of palm strikes, and dozens of verdant sex heretic cultivators who were trying to escape died in the hands of the ghost-face evil venerable. The ghost-face evil venerable's anger seemed to have dissipated a little, and he looked at the biggest pit on the ground. Qin Feng, the divine dragon, and the golden fur lion king were all in the pit. The ghost-face evil venerable slammed his palm, and the blood-colored white fur devil ape fell into the pit. Qin Feng, Qin Feng, you want to destroy my verdant sect? You are too naive. You dug this pit yourself, and now I will use it to bury you. The ghost-face evil venerable raised his head and laughed strangely. Xiao Shi and Yin Wushuang were awakened by his laughter. The two girls and the disciples of serenity quickly flew to the edge of the pit, and they looked at the black shadow in the sky with fear and determination. Master, Golden Fur Lion King, is dying. I need to recall it to the system to heal. Little Pig's anxious voice resounded in Qin Feng's mind. Qin Feng's Zhenqi was in a mess after being hit by the ghost-face evil venerable, and he was recovering quickly. Qin Feng moved his mind, and the Golden Fur Lion King suddenly disappeared from the pit. The divine dragon and the white fur devil ape were knocked out, and they didn't move at all. This is the real ghost-face evil venerable, right? He is too powerful. Qin Feng was depressed. He thought the war was over, and the verdant sect was about to be annihilated. He didn't expect that the real war had just begun, and this ghost-face evil venerable was too powerful. Master, this is the real ghost-face evil venerable, and the one in front should be his doppelganger. Master, you don't need to be afraid of this evil monster. You can continue to kill the verdant sex evil cultivators to increase the level of the killer book. Little Pig spoke quickly, giving Qin Feng the best suggestion. Time was running out, so Qin Feng turned into a pink light and disappeared. In the next moment, a faint pink light flickered above the black mist. Qin Feng stepped on the starry sky, flying sword, and he carried a cool-looking cannon on his shoulder. He aimed at the base and fired. Rumble. The power of the fire cloud cannon was boundless. It was like a meteorite falling in the dark night. When Qin Feng destroyed the Starlight Gate, he used the fire cloud cannon to blast Ling Chongkong into pieces. The earth-shattering sound woke up the divine dragon and the white fur devil ape. The girls were so scared that their faces turned pale, and they felt like the end of the world was coming. Even the ghost-face evil venerable, who had been standing calmly on the building, was shocked. His featureless face became even more ferocious, as if all the wrinkles on his face were twisting together. Rumble. The cannonball landed on the ground, creating a huge pit. The surrounding buildings and evil cultivators were blasted into pieces. It was as horrifying as if several bombs had been dropped on the ground. Why ya? Qin Feng, how dare you attack the verdant sect with firearms? I'll swallow you alive. The power of the fire cloud cannon was too powerful. The ghost-face evil venerable's angry roar came from the raging flames. Suddenly, a black shadow appeared in the sky, and a deathly aura surrounded Qin Feng. Before the ghost-face evil venerable could approach, another loud explosion sounded. Rumble. The fire cloud cannon fired again. The ghost-face evil venerable, who was approaching Qin Feng, changed his expression drastically. He immediately turned into a black shadow and disappeared. The ground shook violently. The two cannonballs had raised half of the verdant sect's main base to the ground. The fire cloud cannon had a total of 5 cannonballs, and each cannonball was worth 10,000 hedonist points. Qin Feng looked mighty and domineering, but his heart was bleeding. Ghostface evil venerable, aren't you very arrogant? If you have the guts, don't hide. Let's see how you're going to survive. Qin Feng leaped into the sky with the fire cloud cannon on his shoulder, but the ghost-face evil venerable had already disappeared. The entire verdant sect's main base was shrouded in black mist, and it was very difficult to find the ghost-face evil venerable. Qin Feng pointed the cannon barrel at the ground again. This time, it was aimed at the core of the evil formation. Rumble, rumble. 2 cannonballs fell in a row, and the evil array and the surrounding buildings were instantly destroyed. A large number of evil cultivators had gathered around the evil array, and at this moment, all of them were buried in the explosion of the fire cloud cannons. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for killing 2,000 evil cultivators in a row. The People Book has reached level 10, and all of host's abilities have been enhanced by 6 times. The system's notification rang in Qin Feng's mind. The People Book had reached level 10, and it had reached the pinnacle of the People Book. Qin Feng's strength skyrocketed again, and all of his abilities have been enhanced by 6 times. True Qi gushed out of his body, and he felt extremely powerful. The evil formation was broken, and the evil aura in the sky above the base was quickly dissipating. The divine dragon and the girls felt as if they had just come out from a brick kiln. The invisible pressure on their bodies suddenly disappeared, and everyone's strength was quickly recovering. Qin Feng, you will die a horrible death. Qin Feng, I will perish together with you. The ghost-face evil venerable's strange cry resounded in the air. His voice was like thunder from all directions, but the ghost-face evil venerable was nowhere to be seen. After the evil formation disappeared, the ghost-face evil venerable strength was rapidly declining. After a while, Qin Feng suddenly disappeared from the void. A moment later, he reappeared with the soul-breaking sword in his hand and flew hundreds of meters away from the base. Rumble. The sky over there was suddenly covered with dark clouds, and an unprecedented battle had begun. Pink light and black shadows flickered constantly. Even Shun Long couldn't see where the 2 of them were. Xiao Shi and the women were dazzled, and they felt as if 2 shadows were colliding in the air. Swish, swish, swish. The air around Qin Feng fluctuated along with the soul-breaking sword, and a strange energy wave spread out, suppressing the ghost-face evil venerable strength. The ghost-face evil venerable quickly discovered the power of the soul-breaking sword. This sword seemed to have an innate suppressive effect on the evil forces. The person who made the soul-breaking sword must have added a formation to it. Ghost-face evil venerable was forced to retreat, and he was so angry that he screamed. Seeing that the soul-breaking sword was about to cut him in half, a series of loud noises exploded on the ghost-face evil venerable's body. Rumble, rumble. The loud noises were not made by the soul-breaking sword, but by the ghost-face evil venerable's body. After the noises, 6 black shadows suddenly appeared behind the ghost-face evil venerable. When Qin Feng saw the 6 black shadows that looked exactly like the ghost-face evil venerable, his expression suddenly changed. Were these the ghost-face evil venerable's doppelgangers that he had defeated before? Qin Feng, I'll spare your life today. Just you wait, I'll come back for revenge. I'll kill all your women, take away your hero city, and make sure you won't be able to eat or sleep well in the days to come. Chapter 1156. After Ghostface, evil venerable spoke, he turned into a black shadow and disappeared. He was planning to escape. Qin Feng quickly gave chase on his flying sword. Before he could even move, the 6 clones of the Ghostface evil lord had already surrounded Qin Feng. The strength of the 6 doppelgangers could not be underestimated. They all had 80% of the power of the Ghostface evil venerable. They were as strong as the doppelganger that Qin Feng had defeated in the beginning. Qin Feng could defeat these doppelgangers, but he needed some time. The Ghostface evil lord had already escaped. If Qin Feng defeated these 6 doppelgangers, where would he find the Ghostface evil lord? Master, you can use the 5 Kings Ghost Head Talisman to stop these clones. Little Pig's voice suddenly sounded. Qin Feng was slightly stunned. The Five Kings Ghost Head Amulet was the reward for completing the Verdant Gate Destruction Side Mission 1. Qin Feng had killed the Five Kings of the Verdant Gate by himself and obtained the Ghost Head Amulets from them. Qin Feng hadn't studied this thing yet, so he looked at the system's introduction. It turned out that the Ghost Head Talisman was also a type of talisman. Qin Feng had previously refined Fireball Talismans and Soul Cleansing Talismans, but those talismans were single-use items. The Ghost Head Talisman was a permanent talisman. The Five Kings Ghost Head Talismans were 5 golden talisman cards, just like 5 gold cards. Once he chanted the spell of the Ghost Head Talisman, he would be able to summon the 5 Kings of the Green Sect to battle. Rumble. Qin Feng's thoughts moved slightly as he chanted the incantation. Suddenly, 5 loud booms resounded in the surroundings. Behind Qin Feng, 5 people appeared out of nowhere. All of them were dressed in black robes with black hats covering their faces. They were the 5 Kings of Verdant Sect who were killed by Qin Feng. The 5 Kings were already dead, and now there were only 5 clones, which were about the same as the 6 clones of the Ghost-Face Evil Venerable. At this moment, the scene of 6 evil lords facing off against 5 kings was rather comical. Everyone from the mystical dragon sect could only stare with their mouths agape. 5 kings, listen up. Stop those 6 beasts. As soon as Qin Feng gave the order, the 5 kings moved out and fought with the 6 doppelgangers of the evil lord. The 5 kings had been refined into puppet clones, so they had no thoughts of their own. Right now, they only listened to Qin Feng's orders. Looking at the intense battle in the air, Qin Feng couldn't help but want to laugh. Whoosh! The pink light flashed, and after a while, Qin Feng arrived a kilometer away. The Ghost-Face Evil Venerable was still running, but when he turned around and saw Qin Feng on his flying sword, he was so scared that he almost fell to the ground. You, how could you escape so quickly? My avatar didn't stop you. Ghastly Face Evil Venerable seemed to be talking to himself. After that, he looked behind him and saw the 5 Kings of Green Sect fighting with the 6 clones he had summoned. Ghastly Face Evil Venerable had a bad feeling about this. You actually refined the 5 Kings into 5 Ghost Head Talismans? The Ghost Head Talisman was a secret technique of the Verdant Sect's heretical cultivators. It was very complicated to refine, and the success rate was very low. The 5 Kings of the Verdant Sect had just died not long ago, and Qin Feng had already refined them into Ghost Head Talismans. When did he refine it? Ghastly Face Evil Venerate couldn't understand Qin Feng. This guy had too many secrets. Ghastly Face Evil Venerate didn't have time to think as he controlled one of his doppelgangers to fly towards Xiao, Sure, and the other women. Rumble. A loud sound came from the void. Ghastly Face Evil Venerate controlled the doppelganger to strike at the women. Although the doppelganger only maintained the strength of level 8 Evil Venerate, the power of this palm strike was comparable to level 2 True Qi. Who could block it? You evil monster! I will not let you go. Seeing that the black fog was about to envelop the women, Qin Feng gritted his teeth and disappeared in a pink light. In the blink of an eye, Qin Feng's figure appeared under the black fog. He swung the soul-breaking sword in his hand, and the thick black fog and the doppelganger of the evil Venerate in the air were instantly destroyed. Bang, bang, bang. After destroying one doppelganger with one sword, Qin Feng flashed away and swung his sword at the other 5 doppelgangers. Under the soul-breaking sword, these doppelgangers had nowhere to hide. Suddenly, they exploded in the air and turned into a black fog, dissipating. Swoosh! Qin Feng waved his hand, and the 5 kings also disappeared. He looked in the direction where the Ghastly Face Evil Venerate escaped, but the Evil Venerate was nowhere to be seen. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for completing the second side mission, Destroy the Verdant Gate. You have successfully destroyed 36 bases of the Verdant Gate and rescued everyone. The system rewards host Qin Feng 100,000 Hedonist points. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for paying off 110,000 Hedonist points. The loan is valid for 1 day, and the interest is 100 Hedonist points. The host Qin Feng's total Hedonist points are 92,000 hedonist points. The system's notification sounded. The side mission of Destroy the Verdant Gate had been completed. The main mission was to kill the ghastly face Evil Venerate, but the Evil Venerate had escaped, so the mission had to be postponed temporarily. The Divine Dragon and the women rushed to Qin Feng's side. Everyone looked at Qin Feng worriedly. Qin Feng, are you hurt? Is the ghastly face Evil Venerate dead? Yin Wushuang was usually cold and arrogant. However, after experiencing a life-and-death battle, she couldn't care less. She threw herself into Qin Feng's arms in front of everyone. Xiao Shishir also felt a lingering fear. She walked up to Qin Feng and held his other arm. She looked at Qin Feng nervously. The female disciples of the Serenity were stunned. Not long ago, Qin Feng broke into the Serenity and acted like a hooligan. He even peeked at the women bathing. Initially, they thought that a frivolous man like him wouldn't be liked by women, but in the end, the two beauties were serving Qin Feng peacefully. Hua Xianyu frowned. She wanted to say something, but stopped herself. This Qin Feng had too many women. Would junior sister Wu Xian be at a disadvantage if she were to be with him in the future? Don't worry, everyone. I'm fine. The Evil Venerate has escaped. All 36 bases of the Verdant Gate in China have been destroyed. Even if the ghastly face Evil Venerate is still at large, there's no way he can rebuild the Verdant Gate on his own. Qin Feng's words raised everyone's spirits. However, they couldn't understand how the situation turned around in just half an hour when the heroes of the martial arts world were defeated by the Gradient Evil Formation. Although everyone was puzzled, they didn't ask any questions. Now that all the bases of the Verdant Gate had been destroyed, the aftermath would be torturous. Senior Divine Dragon, please contact the Chinese government and ask them to quickly dispatch troops to occupy the 36 bases of the Verdant Gate. We need to rebuild these places so that the citizens won't panic. Qin Feng had already given his orders. The war to eradicate the Verdant Gate was a dangerous one. The battles in each base were intense. The 36 bases of the Verdant Gate were like a war. If they weren't dealt with in time, it would definitely cause a riot if ordinary people saw them. Although the Divine Dragon's injuries were severe, he had recovered some of his strength. Walking was not a problem for him. He agreed with Qin Feng's suggestion and went ahead to deal with the matter. Qin Feng, I'll return to the Dragon Sect and report the situation to the 12 Peaks. Yin Wushuang forced herself to leave. Qin Feng hugged Yin Wushuang tightly. He caressed her hair and said, "You and sure, come with me to Hero City. I need to treat your injuries. As for the Dragon Sect, I'll send someone to inform them." Qin Feng doted on the two girls. Although they were in pain, their hearts were filled with warmth. Miss Xianyu, the disciples of the Serenity, are also heavily injured. Do you want to come with me to Hero City to treat your injuries or return to the Serenity? Qin Feng asked Hua Xianyu. We won't go to Hero City. We need to return to the sect and report to sect leader Jing Xin. Hua Xianyu didn't want to go to Hero City again. She was depressed when she saw Qin Feng's group of women. All right, take care, Miss Xianyu. I'll go to the Serenity after I'm done with the Verdant Gate's funeral. Qin Feng wanted to kill Su Ruo right away when he found out that she had regained her memory and was forced to stay in the sect by sect leader Jing Xin. However, he had a lot of things to do. Everyone bade farewell to each other. Qin Feng brought Yin Wushuang and Xiao Shishir back to Hero City. The white-haired demonic ape followed them. Inside Hero City, Lu Jie and the women had been waiting impatiently for a long time. Although they were inside Hero City, their hearts were wandering to the 7-star mountain base and the other 35 Verdant Gate bases that were tens of thousands of miles away. They heard that the heroes of the martial arts world who went to those bases were in danger. Qin Feng and the two girls were stunned as soon as they returned. Thousands of people had gathered outside Hero City. They were the disciples of the outer martial world, the Dragon Sect, and the big families. The Verdant Gate base they attacked had been destroyed a long time ago, but they didn't hear any news about Qin Feng. Therefore, they all came back to Hero City to wait for Qin Feng's return. He's here. Is that Alliance leader Qin? Someone in the crowd shouted excitedly. The entire crowd was stirred up. Soon, everyone recognized Qin Feng. Thousands of people rushed toward Qin Feng. Alliance leader Qin, are you all right? How's the base of the 7-star mountain? If they failed, we'll follow you to flatten that base. Young Master Qin, we've been waiting here for a while. We were worried sick about you. Hero Azure Dragon, the members of the Dragon Sect are at your disposal. Everyone greeted Qin Feng. Some were concerned about Qin Feng's injuries, and some were concerned about the situation of the Verdant Gates base. Zhao Ling Xian and the other women also ran out of Hero City, and the crowd immediately cleared a path for them. The women surrounded Qin Feng. Even though they saw Qin Feng hugging Yan Wushuang and Xiao Shi, none of them were angry or jealous. They were happy to see Qin Feng come back alive. Everyone, let me tell you a piece of good news. Qin Feng looked at the crowd and said with a bright smile, with everyone's hard work, all 36 bases of the Verdant Gate in China have been destroyed. From tonight onward, there will be no more Verdant Gate in China. You can all go back with peace of mind. I'll celebrate with everyone in a few days. Chapter 1157. The Verdant Sect, which had existed in China for hundreds of years, was completely annihilated overnight because they provoked Qin Feng. After that, Qin Feng mobilized many forces to search for the whereabouts of the ghost-face Evil Lord. However, he did not manage to find any news of the Evil Lord. Although Ghastly Face Evil Venerable did not die, no one cared about him anymore. 36 bases of the Verdant Sect had been destroyed, 5 kings had been eliminated, and tens of thousands of disciples had either died or escaped. The era of the Verdant Sect had come to an end. Even if the Evil Lord managed to escape, he could only hide and prolong his existence. The major forces of the outer martial arts world had already returned to their sections. The members of the Dragon Sect and the big and small clans had also returned to recuperate. The Chinese government had dispatched many police forces to deal with the aftermath of the Verdant Gate base. In Qin Feng's villa in Hero City, he was treating Yan Wushuang's injuries. Compared to Yan Wushuang, Xiao Shi's injuries were much lighter. She did not participate in the battle that day. Instead, she controlled the white-furred demonic ape to fight. With Qin Feng's meticulous treatment, Xiao Shi had fully recovered yesterday. In the room, Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang were sitting cross-legged. Yan Wushuang's body was in a vacuum because of Qin Feng's true qi. The silver needles trembled slightly under the stimulation of true qi. At the same time, Qin Feng transferred true qi into Yan Wushuang's body to help her recover. One day and one night of treatment had exhausted Qin Feng. The true qi in his body had begun to deplete. However, the effect of the treatment was quick and obvious. Yan Wushuang, whose body was covered with scars and internal injuries, had recovered. Her skin was as fair as snow, and her complexion was rosy and radiant. It was as if nothing had happened. Yan Wushuang, who had been unconscious since last night until this morning, suddenly let out a breath and gradually woke up. As soon as she opened her eyes, she screamed in fright. You beast, stinking hooligan, I'll kick you to death." When Yan Wushuang woke up, she realized that she had been stripped naked. She thought that Qin Feng had taken advantage of her, so she kicked Qin Feng in the chest and pushed him to the bottom of the bed. Qin Feng was completely defenseless. Qin Feng stuck his head out and glared at Yan Wushuang angrily. "Team Leader Yan, why did you kick me? I'm treating you. Do you still have a conscience?" Yan Wushuang had been unconscious ever since she returned to Hero City, so she didn't know what had happened. She was so excited that she lost her footing. Now that she had regained her composure, she felt very guilty. However, when Yan Wushuang saw her naked body, she started to get angry again. Why'd you take off my clothes?" Qin Feng curled his lips and complained. "Group Leader Yan, your injuries were very serious at the time. Your leather clothes and pants were torn to shreds, and there were wounds all over your body. If I didn't take off my clothes, how could I treat you? Do you want a scar on your body?" What Qin Feng said was the truth. He didn't take off Yan Wushuang's clothes on purpose. He did it to heal the scars on her body. Yin Wushuang looked down subconsciously. She remembered that there were at least dozens of wounds on her body, but the skin on her arms and legs was white and tender, even better than before. I'm not dreaming, right? What about the knife wound on my body? Really? It had only been a day and a night, and Yin Wushuang had completely recovered. Even Yin Wushuang couldn't accept this speed. Qin Feng raised his head proudly and said, I'm the only one who can do such a miraculous technique. If it was someone else, they wouldn't be able to treat you so quickly. Now, do you know that you're wrong? You even kicked me away. You're like a dog that bit Lu Dongbin. Yin Wushuang felt a little guilty. She almost wanted to ask Qin Feng if the kick was painful. However, a cold and introverted woman like Yin Wushuang couldn't bring herself to show her true feelings to him. You just took advantage of me. Why didn't you ask a woman to treat me? Yin Wushuang's voice sounded weak. Apart from me, only Hua Tuo can treat you in Hero City. Could it be that you like Hua Tuo? Group leader Yin likes this kind of woman? Qin Feng joked with Yin Wushuang. Yin Wushuang blushed. She thought for a while and decided that if she had to be seen by Qin Feng or Hua Tuo, she would choose to be seen by Qin Feng without any hesitation. Then, now that I've treated you, why are you still here? If you dare to look at me again, I'll dig your eyeballs out. After arguing for a long time, Yin Wushuang finally realized an important problem. She had been naked for so long. Yin Wushuang was embarrassed. She pretended to be angry and tried to chase Qin Feng away. Qin Feng had worked so hard to treat Yin Wushuang, but he was treated like this. Yin Wushuang, this is my room. Why should I leave? You can leave if you want. Not only did Qin Feng refuse to leave, but he also sat on the bed. He was less than 10 centimeters away from Yin Wushuang. Yin Wushuang was so scared that she took a few steps back. You big bastard. I don't have any clothes to wear. How am I going to go out? Should I run around naked? Yin Wushuang was so angry that she gnashed her teeth. If she was not naked, she would have fought with Qin Feng. Then I don't care. Why don't you stay here and keep me company tonight? Qin Feng suddenly smirked and stared at Yin Wushuang's snow-white skin. Yin Wushuang was embarrassed and scared, but she pretended to be angry. She stared at Qin Feng and said, In your dreams. I won't give it to you. Qin Feng was unhappy. He said seriously, Wushuang, you'll be mine sooner or later. What's the difference? Although Qin Feng hadn't slept with Yin Wushuang yet, he had already decided that Yin Wushuang would be his woman a long time ago. Although Yin Wushuang had never spoken words of love to Qin Feng or expressed their relationship, she still regarded Qin Feng as the only man in her heart. However, Yin Wushuang was a cold person. She did not know how to flirt or act coquettishly. She had a thought in her heart, but she did not say it out loud. Who said I'll be yours sooner or later? I don't have any special relationship with you. I'm still young, and my body condition is excellent. Maybe I'll be with someone else in the future. Yin Wushuang deliberately angered Qin Feng. She wanted to see Qin Feng angry and jealous because of her. Qin Feng was really angry. He pounced on Yin Wushuang like a wild beast. Fine. Woman, you're going against the heavens. It seems like we'll have to cook the rice today. Qin Feng's attack was so sudden that Yin Wushuang was startled. She had imagined that this day would come. She had imagined that she would react in many ways. She would resist, struggle, and even fight with Qin Feng. But when the moment came, when Qin Feng's strong arms hugged Yin Wushuang tightly, Yin Wushuang's voice was soft. She said with a charming expression, Qin Feng, be gentle. Chapter 1158. After the verdant sect was annihilated, Qin Feng stayed in Hero City for 3 days. Qin Feng had always been a man who treated all women equally. In these 3 days, he slept with every woman twice, no more, no less. He was absolutely fair, but he didn't make it public. The verdant sect base was more or less settled. The evil forces that had taken root in China were truly uprooted. In these few days, the outer martial world and China's secular world cheered. Without the verdant sect's base, everyone felt relieved. Seeing that the situation in Hero City had been stabilized, and Yin Wu Shuang, Qiao Shi, and the others had recovered, Qin Feng bid farewell to the women and left for the outer hidden sects with a sword in his hand. This time, Qin Feng's main purpose in going to the outer martial world was to bring Su Ruo Ro away. At the same time, he also wanted to visit the other bases of the inner hidden sections. After the secret order was issued, all the outer hidden sects, the Dragon Sect, and many clans of the secular world came out to fight alongside the evil forces. However, most of the inner hidden sects remained indifferent. This made Qin Feng very angry. Buzz. Silver light burst out from Qin Feng's body. In the blink of an eye, he arrived at Serenity's sacred place from Hero City. The Platinum Alliance was really convenient. They had activated the teleportation function of the time portal. However, Qin Feng didn't tell Zhao Ling Xian and the others about this function. He was afraid that they would be frightened by this powerful function. Who dares to trespass into Serenity's sacred place? Leave this place immediately. Silver light flickered in the sky. The dazzling light was so blinding that the Serenity disciples couldn't open their eyes. The women acted as if they were facing a great enemy. They hurriedly formed a sword formation and surrounded Qin Feng. But when they saw Qin Feng's face clearly, they were all shocked. Alliance leader Qin, why are you here again? Leave now. If sect leader Jing Xin sees you, you'll die for sure. The female disciples guarding Serenity all recognized Qin Feng, and their attitudes toward Qin Feng underwent a drastic change. A few days ago, Qin Feng trespassed into Serenity's sacred place alone. In order to enter the sect, he had to tease these female disciples. Later, he accidentally saw them bathing and was instantly regarded as a pervert by everyone. However, in order to take away junior sister Wuxin from Serenity, Qin Feng didn't hesitate to confront sect leader Jingxin. Later on, he led the martial arts world and China's dragon sect to attack the evil cultivator's base. These matters were all spread to everyone's ears, causing these female disciples to look at Qin Feng in a different light. This time, Qin Feng was full of confidence. He looked at the women and said with a smile, "Beauties, I've offended you last time. This time, I'm here to take Ruo Ro away. I hope you can let me in." The women's expressions were conflicted. They were touched by Qin Feng's persistence, but they didn't dare to go against sect leader Jing Xin's wishes. One by one, they withdrew their flexible swords and stood there stupidly, not knowing what to do. "Qin Feng, why are you here again?" But at this moment, an angry yet pleasant voice sounded out. Hua Xianyu's white robes fluttered as she descended from the sky. "Lady Immortal Moon, how are your injuries? Do you need me to treat you?" Seeing Hua Xianyu, Qin Feng leaped over. His speed was as fast as lightning. Before the women could react, Qin Feng had already run to Hua Xianyu's side and grabbed her arm. You hurry and let go." Hua Xianyu's charming face flushed red. She glared at Qin Feng with embarrassment and anger. Qin Feng had a faint smile on his face, but he didn't let go. He calmly felt Hua Xianyu's pulse. A few days ago, Hua Xianyu led the Serenity disciples to 7-Star Mountain and was injured. Moreover, her injuries were serious. But after these few days of recuperation, Hua Xianyu's injuries were mostly healed. However, the aura within her body was still a bit unstable. Qin Feng waved his hand, and a grade 6 golden pill appeared in his hand. Seeing the resplendent golden pill appear, the eyes of the women from Serenity were glued to it. This is a solid gold pill. After you eat it, you will completely recover in 3 days. To Qin Feng, a grade 6 golden pill was as common as a bubble. Without waiting for Hua Xianyu to say anything, Qin Feng forcefully stuffed the pill into her mouth. His finger inadvertently touched Hua Xianyu's lips. Hua Xianyu instantly felt as if she was electrocuted. She angrily glared at Qin Feng, but she inadvertently revealed a hint of flirtatiousness. "Qin Feng, hurry and leave. I don't want to see you killed by sect leader Jing Xin." Hua Xianyu couldn't pretend to be angry anymore. Her relationship with Qin Feng was complicated. It was a bit ambiguous, but it wasn't at the level of a couple. "Lady Immortal Moon, you're wrong. This time, I'm here to take Ruo Ro away." If that old hag Jing Exine doesn't understand and insists on stopping me and Ruo, then I might very well kill her. Qin Feng spoke calmly, as if he was talking about something very normal. However, Hua Xianyu and the other female disciples were flabbergasted. Many of them were so shocked that they screamed, "Qin Feng, don't mess around anymore. Hurry and leave." Hua Xianyu's expression turned cold. She was so angry that she wanted to stomp Qin Feng to death. This was the holy land of serenity. Qin Feng dared to call sect leader Jing Xian an old hag in front of everyone. He even said he wanted to kill sect leader Jing Xian. If these words reached the sect leader's ears, how could Qin Feng live? You want to leave? It's too late. Just as Hua Xianyu's voice fell, an angry roar came from the void. A gray shadow stepped through the air. In the blink of an eye, sect leader Jing Xian landed on the ground and glared at Qin Feng like a tiger watching its prey. Besides sect leader Jing Xian, Su Ruo also came over. When Qin Feng saw Su Ruo, his eyes lit up. He instantly turned into a pink light and flew over. "Stinking brat, I gave you a way out. If you don't want to live, then don't blame me for being ruthless today." Qin Feng's speed was so fast that the disciples didn't even notice his movements. However, there was a loud sound in midair. Sect leader Jing Xian's palm came down and blocked Qin Feng to the side. Rumble. There was a loud explosion. Before anyone could prepare, a huge battle had already begun. Hua Xianyu and the other women hurriedly raised their heads and looked towards the sky. A pink light and a reply flickered. They couldn't see the details of the battle at all. "Old woman, Ruo and I have been together for a long time. Now that Ruo has recovered her memories, you forcefully blocked us. If it wasn't for the fact that you took Ruo in and protected her for this year, I would have killed you a long time ago." Qin Feng's angry roar came from the void. It was like rolling thunder that fell and shook the ground of serenity. "Don't you dare cause trouble here. Serenity doesn't have Ruo. Disciple Wu Xian is a genius disciple of our sect. In the future, she will inherit my mantle and bring glory to serenity. How could she be taken away just because you say so?" The sounds of fighting and roars exploded continuously. True Qi rolled down, and a few buildings of serenity collapsed with a loud rumble. The expressions of all the female disciples changed greatly, and they all lost their heads out of fear. Hua Xianyu was so anxious that she stomped her feet. She wanted to go up and stop sect leader Jing Xian and Qin Feng's fight, but she couldn't even pinpoint the exact location of the two. On the outskirts of the city, Su Ruo stood there with an indifferent expression. Her white clothes were messed up by the strong wind, and her long hair danced in the wind. Su Ruo didn't even look up into the sky, as if this battle had nothing to do with her. Her expression was as cold as frost, and she was the calmest female disciple. However, her heart was already racing. Su Ruo didn't think that Qin Feng would come back, and she almost couldn't help but jump into Qin Feng's arms. "Bullshit. Ruo is one of my people. How could she stay in your serenity? What's more, serenity is only SOSO. I will make Ruo stand at an even higher peak and look down on your serenity." Qin Feng was infuriated. He didn't care about sect leader Jing Xian's identity and spoke ruthlessly. Sect leader Jing Xian's expression changed greatly. Now, the situation of the inner hidden 5 hegemons had changed greatly. Starlight Sect was destroyed, Celestial Cloud Sect and Ice Lake Mountain's power fell drastically. Her Serenity and Snow Mountain Sect became the true 2 hegemons of the inner hidden 5 hegemons. Serenity was about to step onto the peak of the outer hidden martial world and was at its peak. How could sect leader Jing Xian allow Qin Feng to speak nonsense here? "You stinking brat, I instinctively don't want to kill you, but you're seeking your own death. Watch this." A huge sound suddenly came from the sky, as if a hole had been blasted open in the sky. Sect leader Jing Xian's figure landed on top of Serenity's city gate. The horsetail whisk in her hand was quickly raised, and the surging aura of stage 4 true chi soared into the sky as if it wanted to destroy the sky. Rumble. This powerful attack came too quickly. Qin Feng's figure didn't have time to dodge and was directly blasted into a huge pit. The valley outside of Serenity shook violently, and the earth-shattering commotion scared the hearts of all the girls. Oomph. You dare to cause trouble at Serenity with this little bit of ability? Let me kill you with my own hands. Just as Qin Feng fell, sect leader Jing Exin leaped up again and slapped the horsetail whisk in her hand in midair. Half the sky seemed to be covered by her, and a surging and majestic aura shot out. No. Sect leader, please spare Qin Feng's life. Whoosh. A white figure flickered, and Su Ruoro, who had been standing to the side as if nothing had happened, jumped into the deep pit in the blink of an eye. Her slender body pressed down on Qin Feng, and she hugged him tightly, tears falling like rain. Rumble. A huge sound exploded and seemed to explode in the hearts of all the girls of Hua Xianyu, making them tremble with fear. However, this attack missed and blasted a huge pit in the ground beside them. Sect leader Jing Xin changed the direction of her attack in a split second. She didn't want to kill her proud disciple. A gray figure flickered and instantly landed on the edge of the huge pit. Sect leader Jing Xin was so angry that smoke was coming out of her head when she saw the two people tightly hugging each other in the deep pit. Wu Xin, as a female disciple of Serenity, you're actually pleading for a man? And you're hugging a man. Where's your sense of propriety? Why aren't you coming back here? Sect leader Jing Xion's roar was like thunder. That kind and amiable female sect leader had already disappeared. Suruoro was so scared that her entire body trembled, but she still hugged Qin Feng and refused to let go. She forgot how long it had been since she hugged Qin Feng. It had been almost a year, but it felt like a lifetime. When Suruoro hugged Qin Feng again, she didn't want to let go. If she had to stay in Serenity forever and be unable to love Qin Feng, then she might as well kill her now. You're tuning into the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.